so common, I suppose. Apparently, everything is fake that you don't believe. If it's not coming out of Donald Trump's mouth, it's fake. So we have inflation numbers that, as I mentioned, all of the major financial institutions rely on. It's fake. We have employment numbers. It's fake. We have Ukrainian aid numbers. It's fake. Maybe you're just delusional. I don't know. Maybe you should snap back into reality and come back to reality with the rest of us, where we're like, you know what? If the government's reporting this data, it's the case. That is the true data.
You know, Harry, the one thing
Wait,
about
Max,
it
I have a
is if
question.
you're
Do you think that Trump's assassination was staged?
Oh
no,
no!
I do not.
Okay,
Oh
so
thank
you
God.
accept the government data there, correct?
I do not think it was staged. I've watched
That's a
multiple
fire
videos.
point, actually. What the hell?
I've
Yeah,
seen I've seen numerous analysis of the situation.
and you
I've
accept the data there, right?
no, I've made my own opinion on that. I don't
Based upon the
accept the
data you've
data.
gotten from the government.
No, not the data
Wait,
from the
do you
government,
Max? Do you
from
think it was?
independent sources.
Wait, what? What independent sources? And what's your accepted narrative on this?
Okay, independent sources from different military, Navy SEAL snipers that are no longer in the military. They're stating facts as far as
Oh my
uh,
God.
shit. I can't remember what they call it now. Anyway, the the gunman went up the roof. The Secret Service snipers didn't have an angle on him um,
Where'd this information come
because
from?
there was several uh, former Navy SEALs and snipers on TikTok that have commented on this and have uh,
I'm a
analyzed
former Navy
the.
SEAL sniper, and I say you're wrong.
No, you're not. You're not
Yes,
old
I
enough.
am.
I
Well, if
served.
I sang it on TikTok,
Yeah,
right? So it must be the case. See how
Harry's done
like
like
how
7
bad.
tours.
No, 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 Harry. No, 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 no,
See
no,
how like
no, no.
unreliable that can be. So maybe we should listen to like the FBI and the Department of Justice and law enforcement as opposed to like a supposed Navy SEAL sniper on TikTok. I don't know.
No, the last people I'm going to trust is the FBI. But somebody who served in the
Oh,
United
bro.
States Navy and was a Navy SEAL, um, I'm going to take their word over it because I also served. And when you have somebody coming up an inclined roof, and they call it the shit, what they call it? Um, it's a
Um,
field of view that you can't see because they're coming up an inclined roof, and the inclined roof is opposite of you. So until that person pops their head up over the bridge of that roof, you're not going to see them. And that's kind of what
I don't.
happened
I don't.
yesterday. So
I
uh,
think we should wait for a review from like the Secret Service as to the security failure, not.
you're really going to trust them? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. The
yeah.
Secret Service who are actually investigating this. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Wait, we can ask him this question. Do you think 9/11 was an inside job?
no.
Okay, so you accept the intelligence there, correct?
I accept the facts as they were laid out. Um, 9/11 was not an inside job, and any
Yeah.
of y'all that think 9/11 was an inside job are freaking delusional.
I mean, that's kind of like the point I'm making here is that you accept the
Yeah.
government data, and like the same thing that you just said about people who believe that about 9/11 should be the same thing that you tell yourself in this scenario.
No, you're manipulating shit now
How?
because 9/11 was a coordinated attack by numerous uh, people that were trying to take the country down.
Okay, so
Yesterday,
good.
yesterday was an attack by one single person that managed to get through a security thing, and in my opinion, came in on the back side of a secure area and managed to get up on a roof.
I don't think that changes
Um,
whether or not you accept the government data.
Yeah. Do you like accept law enforcement investigations into like the Uvalde mass shooting, for example?
Uvalde,
Yeah.
um, that's a whole different thing, Harry.
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, like, we have law enforcement investigations into all of these different events. We even have Secret Service investigations into thing like JFK's assassination. That's been investigated. Do you think you know what happened with JFK, that he was killed by that sniper?
JFK was taken out by the CIA.
Oh my gosh. So do you just
You
like
really don't think
Okay,
so?
bro.
That I mean,
what evidence do you have of that?
that was a there is no evidence of that.
Oh,
But that
okay,
is
well,
that is the absolute speculation of everybody in the fucking world that JFK was taken out by our own country.
Yeah. So do you believe the speculation with literally no evidence?
I believe that speculation, yes, because the man was
do you think?
about
Wait,
to
I
be
have a
the
question.
most powerful man in
I have
the
a
world.
question. Do you accept the civil case associated with E. Jean Carroll? Like E. Jean Carroll was sexually abused by Donald Trump. Do you accept that?
No, I don't.
So it doesn't meet your standard of evidence, but no evidence associated with the JFK assassination indicates it's the CIA. So if we're accepting things based upon no evidence, do we accept the Epstein files associated with Trump, where he specifically was accused to have, like, alleged to have engaged in imprisonment, rape, torture, and abuse of a minor with Jeffrey Epstein?
Until there's evidence proven, but that evidence will never come out.
Do you hear
for the simple
yourself?
Reason.
Do you
No,
hear yourself?
Listen, until all of those lists from the Epstein stuff come out for everybody that was involved in Epstein Island, there will never be any proof of anything.
Okay, but wait. Why do you not believe that Donald Trump did something illegal in connection with Epstein?
Because nobody has brought anything forward that actually proves
So you're saying there's not enough evidence, right?
exactly.
Okay. Just so there's
what's
no
your
evidence
point?
with JFK being killed and by the CIA, and you believe it. But then with Trump with Epstein, there's not enough evidence, and you say, well, you won't
No,
believe it
I'm
because
not-
there's not enough evidence.
Hold on. You're spinning it.
What?
Stop spinning it, Harry.
This is not spinning it. I'm asking you a question because sometimes evidence is good with you, and then sometimes you don't need evidence to believe something.
It's not good. It's not
No.
It's not
What?
good.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, we're holding.
So,
we're
like
waiting.
with the JFK thing, that's the thought process behind all of it. All right. But between me and a whole lot of other Americans, that's the thought process.
Based on no evidence.
And that's the believable thing. But
Based on
with-
no evidence.
Well, what evidence do you want?
Evidence? Just
The same type
Because-
of evidence you were
because,
asking
I
for in the
mean-
other scenarios?
I mean, what would Lee Harvey Oswald have? What purpose would he have had to go shoot Kennedy? I mean, you've got this process of, and maybe that's not the right word, but you've got this scenario of all these other things going on, and you're trying to spin one thing into another as far as comparing Trump and Epstein to JFK.
No,
we're
we're
saying
comparing
comparing
evidence.
something
And-
where you don't have any
and-
evidence to believe it to another thing that you don't have any
that's what I'm
evidence to
getting
believe
at.
it.
That's what I'm
Why do you
getting
accept
at.
one but not the other?
Okay, do you really think that the United States government is going to provide all the evidence, especially if they were behind the Kennedy assassination? Do you really think that
but you have no.
evidence is
Okay,
gonna
but
come out?
wait. Even if you believe that's the case, like you just don't have any evidence for it.
Okay,
Substantiate
so
that,
where's
exactly. You don't have any
where's
reason
the
to
So, like-
believe
evidence?
that.
You guys are claiming Trump had these relations on Epstein Island. Where's
No,
your
we're-
evidence?
Wait,
for
no,
that?
no. We
No, we're
weren't-
not.
We weren't even claiming. We were just saying that if you're accepting things based upon like no evidence, well then you would have reason to accept this.
No, but you're asking me to prove what I see as evidence for Kennedy, but yet y'all are spinning it to where asking for evidence on Trump and Epstein.
Dude, you're not
No.
understanding.
Oh my
If
god.
you don't have evidence to believe one, yet you still believe it, why wouldn't you believe in the other one even though there's no evidence?
Am I solid confirmed that the CIA was behind the Kennedy assassination? No, it's speculation.
But it's what you believe, right?
Yeah, so you could say that this is speculation as well.
It's It's what I think. Do I
It's
believe it wholeheartedly? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But do I have questions about it? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you were saying earlier pretty definitively that he was killed by the CIA, and now you're saying, well, I have questions about it. So, do you believe he was killed by Lee Harvey Oswald? Do you believe the CIA? Which one is it?
Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy. We know that for a fact. Okay.
But was it because the CIA, or was it because
who was behind it? Do I believe it was the CIA? Yeah. Do I believe it was that the American government took him out? Yeah. But is there any proof to that?
So you're just special pleading as it relates to your standard of evidence.
No, I'm saying that there's questions.
Okay, that's interesting. You could say there's questions. That doesn't mean you have reason to believe otherwise.
I didn't say I was hard fast in that decision.
Okay.
All right, bro. Yeah, I think we're done here. Just
On
go
to the next.
conspiracy theory with your buddies. Yeah, all right. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up.
By the way, you should add on my other account. I accidentally took it off because I have to I have that one on account warning. That's why I'm on some random account right now.
Oh. Yeah. If you request back up with that account,
I got you. It's just because it helps with push. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Awesome.
I do this and then I mute,
Oh.
and then it doesn't ban the account. But
Is that so?
I still get the push of the account. Yeah, because
That's pretty cool.
Remember, I have it on account warning. If I get one more ban, it's permed. So
Oh,
I have to wait until
no,
August
dude, that's
14th,
crazy.
which is a month from now, so I can get it. Like the bans will start going away.
Oh, wait. A month after? Is that so?
Yeah. And then my second and third account got banned, so I'm on this
Permanently?
random one I just made. No, they're just banned for.
Oh,
one's
okay,
banned for a week. The other one's banned for a day. Until tomorrow.
That's crazy. Yo, Jack and Piper's mom, thank you for the $50 on Venmo, saying thank you for all the updates and hard work. Yo, I appreciate you, Jack and Piper's mom. Jack and Piper's mom in the chat. I appreciate that. That's incredibly kind. Shout out you. You're amazing. We love you. And thank you for being here again. Nancy, thank you for the $10 saying, thanks for what you do. Thank you for being here, Nancy. Devon, thank you for the $5 saying, I listen every night. Thanks for teaching me so much. Vote blue. I agree. Vote blue. Thank you for being here. Jack and Piper's mom saying, question, didn't Obama shut down a Keystone pipeline? Also, weren't gas prices cheaper under Obama than Trump? He might have shut down like part of it, like maybe an extension or something.
I don't know about the Keystone pipeline, but the prices were definitely lower.
Well,
Margaret, thank you for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Connor. I appreciate the $5. And Devin, thank you for the $5 as well.
Yo, Jamie, thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. Saying, yeah, I agree with you. Katie, thank you for the $10 as well. Saying, thank you for giving me helpful news and insight before bed. I appreciate you being here, Katie. Joe, thank you for the $5 as well. I appreciate that. What he just complained about is why the Fed raised interest rates. There you go. That's a good point. And Krista, thank you for the $20 as well, saying now you're getting paid to do this. LOL, keep up the good work. There you go, Krista. I like it. All right, Discovering, are you MAGA?
Yes. How are you?
I'm great. Also, wait, before I go, make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all the time, and follow both of Parker's accounts here. He does lives all day, every single day, different topics. And make sure to keep double tapping the screen. Let's try to get to 600,000 likes. All right. Why are you MAGA? Tell us. How is that possible?
Well, I mean, I could dive into what I like about what Trump's done during his presidency, but can I address something just before we dive into that? Is that possible?
For sure. Fern, thank you for the subscription. Go for it.
I truly believe this. The assassination attempt the other day, there's a lot of speculation on it. We don't know all the facts. These facts will come out. But I do think that the rhetoric from the Democrats, demonizing Trump in the ways that they do, especially from you, Harry.
So I bear responsibility for it?
No.
Yeah, Harry, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. Guys, it's my fault, apparently.
No, you're part of the problem. I'm not saying you are the problem. You're part of the problem.
So you're saying I bear responsibility, right?
Well, no, I think when you say that a former president is a threat to our democracy, he is... I don't even know what you've said, but you've been in the news lately for a lot of stuff.
Those things are true. New York Post, what about him acknowledging the truth puts Trump at risk? I don't think that's Harry's fault. I think that's Trump's fault for doing the things that he did.
What I think is it's all made up in you guys' head. That's what I.
So when Trump tried to overturn the election, was that made up? You think
how did he try to overturn the election, Harry?
Sending false electors, trying to decertify Biden's votes and have his votes certified when he didn't win the state, so that he would win, or trying to pressure his vice president to reject Biden's votes so that he could win that way. or calling up state legislators trying to get them to call a special session, or pressuring state legislators to find him votes like he did in Georgia, calling up the Secretary of State saying, find me 11,000 votes. I don't know. I think that those are pretty bad.
What was the crime in that? What was the legal aspect of it?
Oh my God. So he's been charged and yet to have a trial with conspiracy to defraud the United States, for example. And trying, first of all, the fact that you don't think that's illegal is crazy. Second of all, that's what he's been charged with.
And even if
Has
it
he been
wasn't illegal,
convicted?
should
He's
it be
not gonna
illegal?
convicted.
What? Answer Parker's question.
I didn't hear it.
Even if it's not illegal, should it be illegal?
I can't comment on that. I'm not a lawyer. But what I can say is
Wait,
that
you don't have to be a lawyer. Do you think that it is illegal to do so, but do you think that trying to overturn a presidential election when you didn't win should be illegal?
You're phrasing it as trying to overturn a presidential election. That's just your interpretation of it.
No, that's what
That's what he
happened.
did. That's what he did.
That's what he
There's a lot
did.
of
That's exactly what
evidence.
happened.
There's a lot of it's impossible to prove that an election was fraudulent per se, but there was a
No, it's
lot
not.
of evidence that 100% it is.
No, it's not.
100% it is. This is a country of 330 million people. If you want to prove somehow that a whole election was fraudulent, that is impossible.
Yeah, we have.
But there is a
It's more
lot of-
like. It's more like, yeah, the country is 330 million people, but there are more like 50 elections taking place in 50 states. So if one state had like a lot of fraud, it would actually not be that hard to prove.
Right. but
And by the way, we do it all the time. There's like a handful of fraud in each election, and a lot of people get prosecuted for that fraud and sent to jail for a long time. So this happens. We have ways and mechanisms of going about this. So you could prove it. Donald Trump knew it wasn't fraudulent.
I don't agree
and the
with
top
that.
investigative minds at the time, including the FBI, the Department of Justice, and the Department of Homeland Security, found no evidence. And neither did any of the judges they brought lawsuits to.
I found no evidence of what? Say that again. They found no evidence.
Of widespread fraud.
Well, there's tons of
enough
evidence
to
that
overturn
there
the
was
election.
fraud around the country, and just because
No, there's-
Wait,
No, there's not.
Wait, which court case indicates that? Was it the ones where there were appointed judges by Trump specifically?
I don't know, but what was that
Because
one?
it doesn't exist. It's not a thing.
Oh God, you got me.
I'm telling you, there's not evidence. So Donald Trump tried to overturn the election knowing that he lost and tried to completely
Overturning-
disregard the will of the
okay.
American people.
Again, you keep phrasing as trying to overturn the election. There's
That's
a
what he tried to
difference
do.
between trying to overturn the election, and trying to call out the fraud that was going on and catch the
Wait, no,
fraud.
No, there wasn't actually
have
fraud,
a
but he was
free and
saying
fair
that there was fraud to like mask the fact that he lost the election. Okay, so he was just denying the election results if he loses. Now that's disingenuous.
Okay, all right.
And he said he literally didn't condemn himself for doing it last time. He wouldn't condemn the January 6 people. He wouldn't specifically say that it is the case that that he would accept the election next time no matter what. He said only if he considers it fair, which again he didn't consider the most secure election in recorded history in 2020 like a fair election. So he's just
what does
clearly
that
not going to
mean?
accept
What does
it.
that mean when you say most secure election in history? What could
Means
that
exactly what it says.
Yeah. It means that we had the least proportional level of fraud in this election compared to prior elections.
And
we
who
had the
came out
most
with that data?
That came from CISA.gov specifically. This is directly from the government.
Okay, fair enough. But I can tell you that he has not been convicted. He will not be convicted.
Well, he has been convicted
And
of
he
some
left
crimes.
the office on January 20th, 2021, and he left peacefully.
He
So
did
you
not
guys-
leave peacefully.
He did leave peacefully.
No,
Yes,
he didn't.
did.
There was an insurrection 14 days before.
I told you that he left office on January 20th, 2021 peacefully. I'm not talking
Yeah, but
about
after an election, that point until the end of a president's term, if they lose, is the transition period. So that's like considered them leaving office. A lot of things have to happen from then till their conclusion because they have to have a smooth transition to make sure that the federal government continues to run smoothly and there's no interruption. So that is technically the transition period, and that was obviously not a peaceful time.
Okay, that's fair. January 6th was not peaceful, but he did not incite that insurrection. It was not an insurrection. I can tell you what an insurrection is. In the 1800s, where they burned down the White House, that's an insurrection. Not one shot was fired from the protesters.
Can I read you some quotes from Trump's speech? When you catch somebody in a fraud, you're allowed to go by very different rules. Quote, "This is the most corrupt election in history, maybe of the world. This is not just a matter of domestic politics. It's a matter of national security." Quote, "And we fight like hell. And if you don't fight, you're not going to have a country anymore. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore. And that's what this is all about. To use a favorite term that all of you people really came up with, we will stop the steal. He also retweeted somebody telling people to wear a body camera on January 6th. He also put out multiple tweets telling people that to come to DC on January 6th. He also said, quote, we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them because you'll never take your back your country with weakness. You'll have to show strength and you have to be strong. So he's telling people that they go by different rules when there's fraud that he's claiming them to be. He's telling people to wear body cameras. He's telling people to fight like hell.
To take back the country.
Okay.
And he's calling it an issue of national security. Like,
I hear you. I heard everything you said. But can I tell you that what you said is your interpretation? You think that when he says fight, fight, fight,
it's also the interpretation of all the January 6th insurrectionists.
No. You think that all that means that he wants people to storm the Capitol? No. What I can tell you could also be misinterpreted is what Biden said last week. Let's put Trump in a bullseye, and I'm sure you'll have
except
excuse on the context of what that was. But that's
except you're leaving out the context on purpose.
That's unacceptable to say in the first place, and you should
100.
Tell me the context.
Yeah, he was talking about the post-debate performance. He had nothing to do with
really.
It had nothing to do with violence toward Donald Trump.
What does that mean? What does that mean to you, Harry?
Hold on now. I have a fact check on this. If I can find it. It might not be on this phone.
No, tell me what that means to you. What is?
Yeah, I just told you that.
That means that he's going to put all of the attention on Trump's issues.
Okay, can I tell you what
right? That's what I think.
Trump saying fight, fight, fight. That's the same thing he meant when he almost got shot in the head.
He's not. Wait, but who is Biden?
Yeah. So wait, I have the quote for you here. So in a private donor call, which was not at a campaign event, Biden said, quote, I have one job, and that's to beat Donald Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. So we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. In response to questions about Democrats coming out against him, his phrase there is saying it's time to focus our attention on Donald Trump and beating Donald Trump as opposed to focusing on the debate. Okay, so like to try to take it out of context and make it something it's not, like, dude, that's insane.
You're making your own context from that statement.
You were.
You were literally manufacturing context.
Yes, you're right.
Literally manufacturing context.
I am too, but so are you.
No, on what?
On what you just said about the Trump in a bullseye context. 100%.
That is actually the context. That is actually the context.
I'm telling you, Harry,
I'll read a longer quote. Quote, look, we've had roughly 40 days to the convention, 120 days to the election, and we can't waste any more time being distracted. I have one job, that's to beat Donald Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. So we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in the bullseye. He's gotten away with doing nothing for the past 10 days except ride around in his golf cart bragging about scores he didn't score. Anyway, I won't get into his golf game. Do you really think that in the midst of insulting him for his golf game, he's calling for Donald Trump to kill? I mean, he's talking about focusing the people's attention on beating Donald Trump. And then he goes on to say something else, another long paragraph, which I won't read. This is all electorally related.
Okay.
So like disingenuous.
Dude. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. Fine. But I will say, over the course of the last few months, Biden has said a lot of what you've been saying. Trump is a threat to our democracy.
He is.
That incites violence. Do you not understand that?
So Trump saying that Biden's going to cause World War III, does that incite violence?
I think that's true. 100%.
Oh, okay. So you can't act like Trump is completely like an angel here, right? He's not God.
I think this comes from both sides, but I think you guys need to acknowledge, Harry, what you've been saying too about Trump being.
No, I'm sorry. Me telling the truth. I think what Parker said is right. Nobody should apologize for telling the truth about Donald Trump. Okay, Donald Trump just shouldn't do those things.
Okay, you say truth. You know what my truth is? As well, Biden is 100% going to lead our country into World War III if he gets reelected.
You have the right to have that opinion.
And you have the right to have an opinion that Donald Trump's a threat to our democracy. But your opinion.
Okay, I'm glad we came full circle here.
No. Your opinion incites violence, is what it does, and we saw it an inch and a half away from a.
Well, Donald Trump's opinion actually incited violence.
Yeah, it's like I just
that violence.
Literally the lies that Donald Trump spread about the election, that it was fraudulent, they have to take the country back, it's a matter of national security, caused violence. It caused people to go to the Capitol, break windows, assault police officers, and people died that day. Like, you obviously don't have any concern for them, but once we're calling out Donald Trump's objective wrongdoings, apparently now that's inciting violence. That's nonsense.
You guys live in 2021, okay? I will say to you, January 6th was horrible. Should have Trump made that speech? Absolutely not.
So do you agree that Trump incited violence?
I do not think he incited violence, but I think
Wait,
it's gonna
how?
be
Okay,
used by
wait,
you guys
how?
for the next 30 years.
How? If your view is that me and other Democrats incite violence by calling out Donald Trump for being a threat to democracy, then you also must concede at the same time that Donald Trump attacking our democracy, saying it's a matter of national security, saying we have to take our country back, we have to fight for our country, then you would obviously agree that that is inciting violence, given the fact that violence was a result of that.
So, Harry, the question is, which one of us is going to concede first? You want me to concede first, or you?
You should concede because our position is strong, yours is weak.
Your position is a bunch of baloney, and we keep going in circles.
Burn.
We're
I like
both
that one.
wrong.
I've
I
never
know,
heard
right?
Both
So
wrong.
good.
And you
I've
should
never heard that one
Your
before.
position's a bunch of malarkey. That's what I said.
All right, but for real, I mean, come on, man. Like, I'll say to you, when Trump says, "Hey, Biden's gonna do this, he's gonna end our country," of course, that can make crazy people incite violence, sure. But you should also admit when Biden says and you say Trump is a threat to our democracy, and you said something about
in the same
last
way,
week.
that wasn't the person here today crazy. Also, they were a registered Republican. So how did Harry or Biden cause this when the guy was a registered
Yeah,
Republican?
and one of his
Harry,
classmates. Hold on now.
Can I destroy Parker for a second?
I guarantee that you're going to fail, but you
No,
can
I'm not.
try.
No, I'm not.
Sure.
When you say that he's a registered Republican, okay, and you see donations to a left-wing type
That's a different person.
Few
That's a
years
different
ago.
person. Can you give me any source that indicates that's the person that was the PPR?
Give me the source that says it's not, because I can't leave this chat.
Yes, you can. You can go and find the title and then come back.
Well, I don't want to come back.
You're making a
Also,
positive assertion.
just to add on to that, there was a interview done in the Philadelphia Inquirer today by some of his former classmates. One of his names is Max R. Smith, and this classmate described the shooter as, quote, definitely was conservative. It makes me wonder why he would carry out an assassination.
So that's a
pew
great
pew attempt
question,
on the
Harry.
conservative
You're
candidate.
conservative,
One
you're
sec. Quote. He's not done yet. Quote. The majority of the class, they had like this thing in class where the professor put, he asked about like government policy and asked people to stand on one side of the room or the other, indicating liberal or conservative policy. The classmate went on to say, quote, the majority of the class were on the liberal side, but Tom, no matter what, Tom was a shooter, always stood his ground on the conservative side. That's still the picture I have of him, just standing alone on one side while the rest of the class was on the other. So his classmates are describing him as conservative. He's a registered Republican. I feel like you have an uphill argument here.
So when his classmates are describing him as Republican, how many years ago was this?
This was sophomore year of high school, so he was 20, so that's probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
Right.
Around that
So
point.
3 or 4 years is
Yeah,
a very long
and
time.
when did he register as a Republican?
When was it?
2022.
Okay, so that was a couple.
Yeah, he voted in the 2022 midterms as a registered Republican.
So people, I don't know the Pennsylvania laws, but a lot of states do make you pick a party to register with for the primaries, and a lot of Democrats and Republicans like to do that to the opposite party to
Okay,
vote
but
for.
we have
what
multiple
is the
sources
candidate.
indicating it's not just like, not even just one thing. We had multiple indicators of him specifically being a Republican, being not on the left.
Sure. One of them is that he's a registered Republican, and one of them is that his high school classmates were saying stuff. But you do not have proof that he actually is a Republican, and neither do I.
Dude, so you don't have any proof that he's left wing. We have best reason to believe he's right wing.
Can you tell me the Pennsylvania election laws that you have to? Can you? Because I don't know.
No. The only reason we were saying
No, I
that
don't
he
think you
was
do.
Republican is we were saying that he's not influenced particularly by Harry, right, or by Biden, right? That's not the biggest influence on him.
Well, I'm not saying Harry and Biden are the biggest
Well,
influence.
you were kind of arguing that people like Harry have caused this due to saying that Trump's a threat on democracy.
Yes,
That's not what caused this.
And that's
Jackie
your
Piper's mom, thank you for the $20, and Stevie, thank you for the $15. I appreciate it. As well
Listen,
as Isabel, thank you for the
difference of
$2.
opinion on this, but I could move. I don't think we're going to solve this issue. I think when the facts come out, we'll have a lot clearer picture. But if you guys want to put me off or move on to another topic, I could do it.
All right.
It's up to y'all.
Yeah, we'll move on. All right, man. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks,
In the
bud.
meantime, tap that screen, everyone. Let's get to 1 million likes, everyone. Let's share out the live as well. We're at 484 shares. We should be at least at like 3,000.
Yo, Janet, thank you for the $1. Appreciate you. And Michael, thank you for the $10, man. I really appreciate it. It's incredibly kind. Thanks for being here, man. Pamela, thank you for the $20. I appreciate you so much. Steven, thank you for the $1.69. Very kind. Jonathan, thank you for the $1. James, thank you for the $1. I appreciate all of you guys. Kathleen, thank you for the $25 on Cash App. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, Kathleen, and thank you for being here again. Stevie, thank you for the $15 from Taylor Swift. There you go on behalf of the DNC. I like it. Michael, thank you for the $1 saying Brock Purdy will crush you. Brock Purdy's trash. Don't start with me. Brock Purdy's trash. No, Parker. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already.
I agree.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all the time. Follow both of Parker's pages. He does these lives all the time as well. Different topics, all that good stuff. Make sure to keep double tapping the screen as well. And that's it. All right. If you're MAGA, let me know in the chat. I'll bring you up.
The amount of people saying that there's blood on your hands, Harry, is actually hilarious, dude.
Dude.
It's crazy.
Dude.
There've been you've been getting so many people. Even Destiny was out there defending you.
Destiny?
Yeah, Destiny was defending you.
On stream or on Twitter?
On a tweet on Twitter.
Bro, what? I did not see that.
You said like the people who were saying like that these two statements are contradictory, the Sotomayor tweet, and then also you saying you like condemning the political violence, right? Were like crazy. He was saying,
dude, that's great. Yeah, dude, I'm like I cannot believe people are saying this. Like I got like a bunch of DMs, like people sending threats to me. I'm just like, dude, like you guys are actually insane. Like
no, they're so dumb.
What's up? Are you MAGA?
I am.
2 bars of death. Why are you MAGA? We'll see how this goes.
Harry, you should do. Why do you think that I caused the assassination?
Yes, dude. Why are you MAGA?
Policies mostly. Also, growing up around here recently, I come to realize that there's a little more intolerable people on the left side of the political wing than there is on the right, to be honest.
So what policy specifically?
For Biden that I oppose, or for Trump that I don't, or
both. Do? Sure, both.
Should I do? I'm going off like future 4 years or stuff that he's done now.
Let's go about on record.
Okay, well, his border crisis is fucking awful. Let's start with that, I guess.
Okay, like, how is Joe Biden responsible for people coming to the border?
Well, if one of his main things about getting an election was saying that he was going to continue on the fixing of the border when he came in as president of the United States, why is it getting aggressively worse than when Trump was there? You guys go on and say the same thing over and over again, saying that he didn't finish the wall, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Yet we're sitting here. There's been an according of an insane overage amount of people going over into the.
All right, what border policy has changed from Trump to Biden?
No border policies has changed. It's how he's handled it is.
What? So if no border policies have changed and it's like still equally as restrictive, then I think that would be a problem not of Joe Biden, but of maybe outside factors.
It's not about outside factors if he's the one controlling how everything's going to work around.
Well, you just said that
control that made it different.
Yeah, exactly.
But why has U.S. Customs control significantly decreased since he's been president? That's a fact that you can look up right now.
Wait, what?
Am I wrong saying that? Am I wrong saying that U.S. Customs and Border Protection has significantly?
Why I don't see evidence of that
right now in this man's life? This man has blood on his hands. You should be banned off of TikTok, and Secret Service should be at your house. Every Republican, get out of this site. Not have them throw one more coin in his favor.
You're actually insane.
Harry, we're going to take you down on TikTok. You are not going to have a platform anymore.
What are you yapping about? What are you yapping about, Karen? What are you yapping about, Karen? What are you yapping about, Karen?
You called for this.
Really? Where? Where did I call for it?
Because that was one of your followers.
Where did I call for it? Where did I call for it?
Exposed in the biggest way possible.
Ooh, Karen's coming. Karen's angry.
They're coming for you, Harry.
Maybe get off MAGA Mobile first. Maybe you should get off MAGA Mobile first.
For real.
Maybe you should get off MAGA Mobile.
You do not exist. I will pull up documents right now that you received 200.
Do it. Do it.
They believe every Twitter conspiracy. It's crazy.
She's packing it all into one. She has like no bars. I want to keep her up because she's like really delusional and kind of funny. But yeah, you gotta get off MAGA Mobile. You gotta get MAGA Mobile.
I like how both of them are on red bars.
How is she still talking it out of here? Nick, you also have red bars. Unfortunately, got to get out of here. How is she?
Harry!
Harry! She's screaming from the void. How is she still here?
It's because her MAGA Mobile's so bad.
What is happening? Is it just like anyway? It doesn't matter.
It's
I think
just that
glitching.
bad of MAGA Mobile, yeah.
Yeah, yo, Sherry, thank you for the $25 saying thank you for all your work to educate. Yo, I appreciate it so much, Sherry. Thank you for the $25. I really, really appreciate it. Vishnu, thank you for the $5 as well, saying Biden and Democrats are resuming their messaging on Monday. This is what we need. I agree. I like it. What is happening? How is she still here?
Yeah, I don't know how I can hear her as well. Richard, thank you for the
What
$5.
is going on?
What is going on?
Yo, Ricky, thank you for
Wait,
the
we
here.
can still-
Maga Michelle,
yeah.
can you leave and come back?
Yo, like, go to your data or something. What the hell?
Oh, they don't hear her. Wait, they say they can't hear her.
Yeah, because she's not even up. Wait, MAGA Queen, can you drop and then come
Wait,
back
no,
up?
I don't think
We'll
I
add
don't
you.
They can't hear her. Okay, she can keep yapping. They can't hear her. Yo, Ricky, thank you for the $30. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Anna, thank you for the $5 saying hoping you run for president in the future. I appreciate that so much. Bal, thank you for the $10 saying Harry for president. Let's go. Give me some time. Not 35 yet. Give me some time. And Frankie, thank you for the $1.11. I appreciate you. Is she gone now?
Yeah, I think she is.
Okay, cool. She's a delusional
so
woman.
Delusional. I really,
So delusional, man.
That would be so much fun to talk to her.
I know,
I'm telling
dude.
you,
I wish
that background would be crazy. Why do you think I caused the assassination attempt?
Dude, that would actually go insane. Oh my god. I saw a stitch I got tagged in where it said that me, you, Chris, and Dean are responsible for it.
Yeah, no, I think I heard about that too.
Insane, dude. All right. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all of the time. I appreciate all of you. Follow both Parker's pages here. He does live every single day on different topics. And, of course, make sure to keep double tapping the screen. The Venmo and the Cash App for both Parker and I are in the links in our bio if you want to support. Christian, why are you MAGA, buddy?
Okay, so I'm not really educated on all these like policies and like all that stuff, but you always say like, for one, COVID, right? When that hit, it like makes everything jump up in prices and all that, right?
Yeah.
So what could Biden do differently to help us out to live the way we did under Trump?
Yeah, I think it's not really like possible that Biden can just like snap his fingers and bring us back to a position where we were under Donald Trump. He has done certain things to lower costs, like specifically with healthcare, capping insulin at $35 a month, capping prescription drug costs for seniors at $2,000 a year starting in 2025, capping inhalers at $35 a month. He's also made some reforms with like airline refunds. Typically before the Biden administration, airlines could give you like a coupon or, credit to their airline. Now they have to give you a full cash refund, no questions asked, which actually goes a long way for middle-class families. Also, he's working on reducing the overdraft fees at banks. Like if you're constantly getting overdraft fees that are like $35 for a middle-class family, that can really add up. Now they're trying to bring it down and have brought it down to around $8, which is significantly better. So there's no way where we can just like snap our fingers and grocery prices go back. Given that it was caused by COVID, it wasn't caused by like a specific policy. But he has done other things to try to make it easier for the American people.
And price instability is dealt with by the Federal Reserve.
Okay.
That's why they influence the increase in interest rates, which is why the unemployment rate is slightly increasing.
So
they're trying to cause unemployment to decrease aggregate demand in the economy to reduce the upward pressure on prices.
So like what he's doing right now, there's like nothing more he can do to like make it, I guess, better per se, like for the American people, right?
Harry just gave you multiple things that he did to make it better, right? But it would have been bad even if Trump was president.
So you're saying inflation
people assume that if
went up.
Trump was president, this would have never happened, which is ridiculous and absurd.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is when Trump was in office, I could take a $10 bill to the gas station, and
Got you.
I could get like $5 in my tank, a drink, and then some snacks. And you're telling me if Trump was president still, it would be the exact
Correct.
same way?
Yes. Inflation would have happened to that degree anyway.
Yeah, there were also economists writing in 2020 that there was going to be a spike in inflation, and that was even before Joe Biden took office. So it'd be the exact same if Donald Trump were in office.
So, being the president of the United States, wouldn't you say that you have power over the border?
I mean, yes and no. Like you have certain authority, but you can't just like shut down the border as president. At least that power is not given to the president right now. They could theoretically do that through Congress, which Biden tried to do, but the Republicans blocked the bill. They blocked a major reform bill because they didn't want Biden to get a win on immigration.
So there's nothing Biden could do as of right now to stop.
He already did. There
Illegals
was a
coming
40% reduction in border crossings given his new executive policy. The thing is, it is likely to get blocked by the Supreme Court, and that's specifically why like Biden wanted to get it passed through through Congress,
Huh.
which
And the
Trump
Republicans blocked it.
and then Trump said blame it on me if the border bill fails, which the border bill failed. And you know who endorsed the border bill? Right,
No.
the Border Patrol.
Yeah.
So then, okay, I guess my next thing would be gas prices. As we all know, we had like oil reserves and all that. And I mean, I listened to like Trump and Biden and all that, but Trump was saying like we had oil reserves like saved for like when we need it, like wars or anything like that. And he said it like Biden completely like shipped it or used it. And then something about it helped Putin to even get into this war with Ukraine. Like it makes Putin rich. Why does Trump say it makes Putin rich? Because of what Biden did to the oil.
Yeah, actually, what Biden did with the oil reserves was good. So there was high prices, and what he did, the oil was just kind of sitting around. So he released a bunch of barrels into the market, and oil prices are based on global markets, so it brought the price down. And it was like Biden made us money in the process. What he did was sold the barrels of oil into the market at a high price. It was like around $120 a barrel when he sold it. Then the prices went down, and then we waited and then bought the oil barrels back at a lower price at around $80 a barrel. And we ended up making $500 billion in profit as a result of Biden's move in the market. And we beat OPEC at the same time, something that a president has never done before. So it was actually really good.
Wait, 500 billion? That's
$500 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. $500 billion.
So-
He like timed the market perfectly. There was an oil expert talking with Chris Hayes on MSNBC about this recently. I would highly recommend everybody look up the segment. It's on YouTube. And he was just describing how like Biden somehow like magically timed the markets with the barrels of oil.
That's like insane. Making $500 billion off of that is insane.
So I guess like what I said in my statement earlier was also Trump said that when Biden did what he did, it helped Putin become more richer in this war. How is
No,
that?
I don't think that's true, because it is the case that we are demanding, and Western Europe is demanding Russian oil significantly less. And if we're demanding Russian oil significantly less, that means that they would be making less money because global oil demand for Russian oil decreased.
So it has not. So Putin isn't getting richer off of Biden, no, like through anything.
Actually,
Like,
if anything, he got poorer. Right? There was the sanctions that like did a lot to the Russian ruble's value. But I mean, Russia can sell it to other places. But again, the decreased demand means that they aren't going to be able to make as much money off of it comparative to what they would have.
Okay, and then I guess my next thing is, and this is just I guess opinion based. I mean, and what America I guess would want to see and what not to see. Obviously, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all have bad days. We all, all that, right? I mean, but as the president of the United States, do you think Biden should be messing up as much as he does? Like, and I'm talking like when he does his
Do you
speeches.
think Trump
and all
should
that.
have as many felonies as he does?
Okay, so if you have a felony, does that make you a bad person?
Not necessarily, but I would say like he has felonies. He's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse, defamation, fraud. He quite literally has been undermining the American election for the past few years with no sufficient evidence to indicate that he's won.
Okay, so let me ask you this: how many? And this is just like a term, I guess. But how many NFL players do you know that have had sexual reports like go on them, and then the case just gets dropped?
I don't think it's likely. I think it's unlikely to be the case that it's a false accusation. Not only is it just not even just like an accusation, he's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse, but it is the case that that there is vast evidence to support it.
So you're telling me
Like, why
there's
didn't Trump
100%.
give up his DNA if he was so innocent, if he never met her?
So you're telling me there's 100% proof that Trump.
And what I'm telling you is
record.
there's most likely evidence.
So there's not 100%.
There's
So
not
sorry to
100% proof
interrupt,
for
but he's
most
proven
things.
till innocent. He's innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah,
was
and
found
that's why
liable.
when he was held legally responsible for sexual abuse, that's what the jury determined.
Okay.
Yeah, this case already happened, everybody.
So has he been convicted of rape or whatever they were
He
trying
was
to
held
convict him
legally
of?
responsible by a civil court, right? The
So
only
what the-
reason it
so what
wasn't a
is-
criminal court was because it was past the statute of limitations, which means it's been too many years that they can't try the case. Same thing is true for plenty of cases in New York where there were Catholic church members that like assaulted minors, and they were only able to hold them legally responsible in a civil court. Yet I bet you still accept those.
Wait, Parker, you just said most likely. That's not 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Things are not based on what's 100%. Things are based on what's most likely.
So
And we
let's
have a
not
hun-
say he's guilty. We don't know. If it's most likely,
Wait,
there's
wait,
always a
wait,
chance.
Most, you could say that for any criminal case, right?
What do you
Because
mean?
there is
Yeah,
a
no criminal
likely
case is 100%.
chance
So
that
the
they-
guy that
there is
that
a
shot
likely-
Trump today.
Okay, so
No, wait,
why
Parker,
is why is
wait,
Trump
wait,
okay
wait.
with the death penalty when 4% of people on death row are innocent?
Wait, so the person that shot Trump, he most likely did it, right? We don't know if he did it, right, Parker? In
No,
that case?
I think it's most likely that he did it. Yes.
And it's either a yes or a no. There's evidence
Yeah, I
that
think
means they did it.
I say yes, he did because of the evidence is very overwhelming.
Yeah, we're just talking about the standard of evidence in court. So like beyond a reasonable doubt is also not 100%.
Yeah.
So and
like
one thing,
lot of Eagle
99%
exp-
confidence, there's still a chance it's wrong, but it's most likely to be accurate.
and before
Yeah,
I
I've also
keep
read
going-
like legal experts who have written in legal journals that they view beyond a reasonable doubt as like 70 to 80% sure. So
and
it's
before I keep
not
going,
100%.
like all these people who like obviously I like Trump, I'm MAGA, but I mean I just gotta say this before we keep going. All these people who are calling Harry like a psycho and all this because of the assassination, like that. I mean,
Yeah, they're delusional.
he's a TikToker just debating people. I mean,
I agree.
that's, like,
I
the
agree. It's
funniest
not
thing.
Harry's fault. I do agree.
That's the corniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
But I guess another thing is like
They
I
just
was
want to be
asking
mad at
before-
Harry. They're trying to find.
Wait,
something.
Christian, let me say one thing. Why is Biden letting Chinese do whatever they want with us? There was just a boat that was reported off of Alaska. There was a balloon flying
It was
over
Russia.
America for who knows how many
Wasn't
months.
there that
And there was a
under
balloon that
Trump's
flew over-
administration? Yeah.
Yeah, there was balloons that flew over the United States under Trump as well.
Is there proof of that?
Yeah.
And how long was it there for?
I don't know
I
how
would put-
long it was.
There's
there-
no way
there
it was
for-
as long as there as Biden was. That
Well, the
thing
only
was there
reason
for
it
a
was-
month, got all the information it wanted, and could do whatever it wants.
We don't think that it was gathering information. That's U.S. intelligence. Also, the only reason it was above the United States for so long is that we didn't want to shoot it down over mostly residential areas because the debris could like kill somebody or hurt somebody or damage somebody's property. We waited until I believe it was over water to shoot.
I understand that, but you have to risk, or at least maybe if they know they're going to shoot, it might come down on a town. You have to take that chance though. They can
No,
gather
you
so
don't.
much
They
information to kill hundreds of thousands of us.
They didn't have
No.
it didn't have intelligence gathering capabilities.
All right.
So I guess like
But also no.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands. Where would he get that number from? So he would have risked.
No, I'm
innocent
saying if
lives
Chinese gets
based
what they
on his
want, they can start a war
information.
with us.
Yeah, so you would have risked innocent Americans.
So I guess what I was asking before we went on a ranting thing. Do you think as President Biden should be messing up as much as he does, like speech wise?
I
don't think
care.
Trump should either.
What has Trump like?
But also, I think that there's something to take into account. Biden has a speech impediment. That's not something he can control, right? That's I think that's so that would impact his speech as well. That's something that you're not taking and factoring into account with Trump, right? Trump mistakes his speech. He mistook Nancy Pelosi and Nikki Haley. He mistook E. Jean Carroll, the person who was held legally responsible for sexual abusing, and his ex-wife when he said they wouldn't have sexually abused E. Jean Carroll because she's quote-unquote not his type. Right? He's mistook Ronnie Johnson, Ronnie Jackson, Ronnie Johnson, Ronnie Jackson. Which one is it? I don't know.
He also called
My
Jimmy Carter
neurological
Jimmy
report.
Carson.
Parker, I got a question.
Wait, before you do, can I thank someone real quick? Ricky, thank you so much for the $30. I appreciate it. Richard, thank you for the 5. And Margaret, thank you for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much. W for Ricky and W for Margaret in the chat. Thank you so much.
Real quick,
William
I got
W,
two
thank you
more
for the $2,
questions.
buddy. One sec. Margaret, thank you for the $20 as well on Cash App. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Good.
There's a video going around with over 15 Democrats, governors, senators, all that, saying they want Trump dead and they'll kill him themselves. Going around,
What? Bro,
Please
okay,
send
no.
it. Please send
Yeah,
it.
What are you
please,
talking-
no.
I swear,
If
I
that
just
video
saw
is
it the other
real,
day.
if that's video real, I will.
I swear to
right
God,
now.
I just saw that on Twitter.
I will condemn any person that says that.
Yeah, first of all, it's
I'll
not real,
get
but
Trump if I have to. There's another one who was charged with something as well. That was just in court.
I don't think
You even
anybody
see
would
that?
put their life in danger like that. Because I remember this YouTuber. I
Wait, so you
watched.
accept that they did it based upon a charge, but you don't accept what Trump did based upon a conviction or him being held like legally responsible?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying what they said. I'm not saying that. What do you mean?
Appreciate the.
Yeah, I don't know who you're seeing. Like it's either like AI or like somebody's been mislabeled as like a legislator or a governor or something like that. But
All
no,
right.
like first of all, I don't believe this to be the case. I don't think
Parker, I
any
got
major
one more
legislators
thing.
come out.
How
But
do
I
you
also
want-
hold
how do
on
you
now.
want
Both
everyone
me and
to-
Parker would
sorry.
condemn anybody saying something like that.
Parker, why do you want everyone to vote blue if you can't even get your dad to vote blue? Let me ask you that.
What?
Bro, what? I would love to be able to. I would love to be able to.
Parker, do you beat your dad in debates?
Oh yeah, dude.
So
like a dog
so
walk?
I guess my
Yeah,
next
it's
thing
pretty
is
unfortunate.
the war.
I do debate my
with-
family though. I'm not trolling.
Can we get a real life stream, Parker debating his family, please?
That would be crazy. That would be
That'd
crazy.
be crazy.
I guess my next thing is like the war in Russia and Ukraine. Trump always says I will have it solved in like less than 24 hours or whatever. He says like put Putin and Zelensky in a room together or on a phone. Whatever. Why is Biden not wanting to, I guess, do anything of that nature? Like he's just sending money or helping us, like helping
Hold
them
on now.
defend
That's
with-
not true. Biden said that just at the press conference the other day that he would talk to Putin on the phone and settle this if he changes his position. But it only can happen when Putin changes. Because right now his position is like sending missiles through residential buildings and schools and hospitals. And that's
And, like,
not a
committing war
position that
crimes.
yeah, like literal war crimes. And that's like no matter how many times Biden picks up the phone or like a diplomat in the United States picks up the phone, that's not going to change Putin's dictatorial tendencies and his murderous tendencies. But if Putin wants to change his ways and like wants to come to a compromise, the United States is all ears. He could also end the war right now by taking all of his troops out of Ukraine. That'd be like literally right now. The war
I
could
heard you
end.
say that like I think it was like 4
Yeah.
days ago to somebody else. You said that exact same thing, but like,
Yeah.
you obviously know Putin started this for one reason, and he has a reason he's trying to, like everybody, like Hitler had a reason, like he wants what he wants. So I guess what is so hard for him to comprehend that, hey, this isn't going to work, I should probably back out. Like,
Wait.
why
So
does
do
he
you
even-
like Trump saying that he'll give land to Putin, which he's just going to use to literally reload, and or him saying that if they don't meet any NATO country that doesn't meet the 2% GDP military expenditure, that he's not going to defend them from Russia invading?
I haven't really read all. I haven't even seen any of that really. I like I said,
that
I'm not.
totally concedes to Putin.
So what you're saying is Trump is what he's saying wants to give Putin land and he'll end the war.
Yeah, for Ukraine. Yeah.
But doesn't Putin say he wants Ukraine and then the war will be over?
Well, essentially what I think is going to happen is that if you were to accept a deal like that, Putin is going to take the land, reload his military, and then reinvade Ukraine
So okay,
to take it all, and then
So-
they're going to invade other places in Europe.
so you don't think there's nothing that President Biden or former President Trump could do right now that would make Putin have a different mindset?
I don't think that that's going to stop Putin from trying to take Ukraine. Yeah.
So
Ukraine, thank you. I think
so-
he's dead set on taking Ukraine.
So when Trump says what he says, you think it's just a bunch of baloney?
A lot of things he says is like baloney. He said he wants to replace federal income tax with tariffs, which we'd have to have an 85% tariff on every good coming in the country to pay for that. That's wildly insane.
Okay,
We would
well,
never do that.
okay, well, let's be honest. We all know how Trump usually deals with stuff. In my suggestion, in my honest opinion, I feel like Trump is saying, "Yeah, I'll get it settled," because he'll include massive tariffs, like he did with Mexico when he said.
Well,
about
he's
the
going to have
border
to
and
do
stuff.
massive tariffs anyway in order to get rid of federal income tax like he says he wants to, which is wildly insane. He's just
So-
making up taxes that he wants to get rid of in order to get your vote.
So
Like,
why
literally.
hasn't I'm not a Republican. I'm not registered to vote. By the way, I haven't voted.
Wait, what state are you voting in?
I'm not voting. I don't know.
I know, but
might-
what state would you vote in
Ohio.
theoretically?
It's yeah.
Ohio?
Well, Trump won by like 3 million votes last
That's
year.
okay.
so it
That's
wouldn't
okay. That's
matter.
fine.
3 million votes?
That's no problem.
I think.
He didn't-
Well, I went to bed. Biden was winning by like 2 million votes, and I woke up and it was like 5 million votes for Trump and
200,000.
2 million for
200,000 he was leading by. I think like Biden had like something 2 million votes. Trump had like something 2 million votes. But I think they're margin
I
was
about
like
to say,
500,000.
winning by 2 million votes in
Yeah,
Ohio
I
would be wild.
I might have looked at the numbers wrong, but I went to bed. Biden was winning, woke up, and Trump was winning in Ohio, and I
Yeah,
just
no, Ohio's conservative.
what is that? So it's not like a Republican or Democratic state.
No, I'm sorry. It is a Republican state. It's traditional. Like, Trump won 53.27% of the vote. Biden won 45.24% of the vote.
And I guess like I've only been like I'm 23, so it's not like 3 elections ago I was like into this stuff. But like I'm noticing swing states. How does a swing state occur, and why do those matter so much?
Because the Electoral College. Swing states matter because the Electoral College, and why they matter is because all the other states were just going to go one way, the other way anyway, because they have such a huge margin.
So
So
why?
they can possibly change. So impacting voters in these swing states impacts the election more than, like, say, impacting voters in, say, California, where that's going to likely go blue anyway.
So you, so why? But why are swing states so important to win?
Electoral College.
What?
Yeah,
what's
because
that, what does that mean?
if you have, like, think about it this way. If you have like 24 states that are solid blue, 24 states that are solid red, and you have 2 swing states, like, whoever wins those swing states is going to win the election. So if it's a battle for like the states that can go either way essentially.
So Biden could win every state, but Trump could win all the swing states, and he would still win.
No. Okay.
No.
So you still have to win like enough states to reach 270 electoral votes. So Biden, like, given how blue some states are, Biden starts off with like 230. Trump starts off with 230, and then like there's like a couple swing states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, North Carolina, and Georgia, and states like that. And whoever wins a combination of those to get to 270 wins.
Okay.
So what I would recommend you do is look up interactive 2024 election map. It's on like 270 to win. This website called 270 Win. You can kind of play around with it and see the different scenarios of which, like, Biden wins certain swing states and wins the election, and Trump wins certain swing states and wins the election. It also tells you what the swing states are, what the solid blue states are, and stuff like that. So I'd look up that website if you're curious about this stuff.
Okay. And like I said, I don't know if I said it before or not. I watch you almost every night. Every night you're
Appreciate
on,
that, man.
whatever. We may not agree on the same things, but I still like to be educated. But what policies make you vote for Biden way more than what Trump's policies are?
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I'll answer this last question. Yeah, so I think like Biden investing in infrastructure, Biden expanding veterans' health care, investing in fighting climate change, just lowering healthcare costs for Americans, restarting the Cancer Moonshot program to reduce cancer deaths and invest in therapeutics. First Black woman on the Supreme Court. Things like that. They all, I think, go a long way and help the American people.
What about the no tax on tips? Isn't
It's
that
not going to happen.
You don't think? Why wouldn't that happen though?
Why didn't he do it the
pay
first
no
time?
taxes.
Yeah, literally everybody would pay no taxes. But why he didn't do it the first time? He's just saying stuff to win people's votes right now. Trump is in this really desperate position where he has to win, or he's going to prison for the rest of his life because he committed a bunch of crimes. So he's like saying like the most unhinged, crazy crap to like get people to vote for him. So he's saying like, yeah, I'll literally do the most impossible, insane stuff that sounds good on face value to get your vote, and then he's gonna get into office, and I guarantee he will not do any of this stuff.
Okay, I heard you say that like the other night ago. You said he's gonna go to like prison and stuff, and then
That's right.
someone was like saying no, he's not, and all that. Like, so Trump always says CNN is like fake news and all that. Well, I was watching this CNN news report on like YouTube, and it said that after everything is over and Trump's convicted and all that, because of his record, he's not going to go to prison. Like, he'd be on like probation or house arrest or whatever. Do you actually think he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison?
Yeah, so he's been convicted of 34 felonies. There are Class C felonies in the state of New York. That's the lowest type of felony in New York. However, it's still incredibly significant. So for those, he probably won't go to jail because it's a first offense. It's nonviolent. And maybe the judge sends him to jail. Maybe it'll be like a month, but it's most likely going to be probation or something like that. However, if he's convicted in the other 3 cases against him where he's facing an additional 54 felony charges, with some of those charges having a maximum of 20 years in prison, I think that if he keeps racking up these felony convictions, he will absolutely go to prison. Yeah.
Does that have anything to do with like him being on the Epstein list?
No.
Oh.
No.
So those are all separate cases and stuff.
That's right.
Do you think he will be convicted of that? Because
No.
I personally don't. Like, I don't think they're. In my opinion, I don't think you can just lock a former president up, like, no matter who.
MAGA
It is.
Michelle
Obama.
said you're gonna be the one that's facing felony charges.
I think she. Oh, she's coming. Oh,
Oh,
no.
Sydney, thank you
Oh,
so much
no.
for the
Wait,
$10.
did you fix?
The only one going to prison, my friend.
Did you
is
fix her?
you.
Wait, hold on now. Did you fix her Wi-Fi?
MAGA
Yeah, you're
Mobile's
the only
gone.
one
Okay,
going to
all right.
prison.
Wait. Let's just give
We're the
Christian the
only one
respect.
going to prison.
Michelle, give Christian the respect. He's heading out in just a second. Christian, listen, man, I appreciate you watching every night and supporting and stuff like that and coming up and having the conversation. It's really important. So we'll wrap it up there.
I try to get in every night, but I appreciate you got me in tonight.
There you go,
Let's
man.
go,
There you
Harry,
go. We
let's
made it happen.
go.
Hey, listen, you're welcome back to come. You're welcome back anytime you please, and we'll have a conversation in the future if time allows us. Yeah, sounds good.
Of course. And
He's not in jail.
could you tell me the name of that
He's not in jail.
website again?
You're gonna get in
For
jail,
the
Harry.
Wing State
Yeah, it's
game?
called 270, like the numbers 270 to win.
Okay.
To win.com. 270 to win.com.
Okay. When I come back, I will have more information or questions, I guess, about that.
Sounds good. All right, Christian. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for
Thank you
coming up. I
very much,
appreciate
Harry.
it. Thanks, bud. Well, Stutter, I was gonna give it to you now, but Michelle has decided to
So-
insert herself as she does so well. Make sure to drop a
it's fine.
follow if you haven't already. We
Hey,
do these
Harry,
lives
we're
all the
getting
time.
canceled, dude,
Make
like
sure to
Bud Light.
also drop a follow to Parker's pages as well. He does lives every single day. They're right here. I'd highly recommend it. Also, double tap the screen. Let's try to get to 1.2 million likes. And of course, the Venmo and the Cash App are in the link in the bio. I want to say thank you to Trevor for the $20 on Venmo, and Charles and Mara. Thank you for the 10 cents and the 1 cent. I appreciate you.
Someone asked me to
Okay.
explain tariffs.
Yeah, you're not
Tariffs
gonna have
are
a
a
platform
tax on
here
an imported
because
good.
the
And thank you, Cindy, for the
Republicans are
thank you, Cindy, for the
canceling
$10 as well. I
We're
appreciate you on
canceling
Cash App.
like
That's very
Bud
kind.
Light. Bud Light. We're canceling you, Harry, like Bud Light. You should be
All
in
right, Michelle.
jail.
Michelle, tell me
Listen,
why.
I want to ask you something. Do you believe in God?
Okay.
Because you're the biggest liar on this app, and you incited this stuff. And guess what?
Really?
You're the one praying that Trump doesn't get elected. Because you know what? Your little ass is going to be in prison. And guess what?
What-
Little
what-
Joe,
what- okay.
you aren't gonna
You
do
think
too
Trump's
well in
gonna
there.
put Harry in
You better
prison?
watch it, Harry.
Wait,
We're
wait,
coming
wait,
for
wait.
you right now. Every
Wait.
Republican in here, you get out of this site. We're canceling this kid like Bud Light. Get away from him. If you have
Yeah.
no opposition, you have no
Oh
platform.
no! Oh no!
You
MAGA's
have
not
no
going to annoy
platform
me
without
anymore.
us.
Oh
Yeah, we're
God!
gonna ban
What will
your
I
little
do?
ass.
What will I do?
We're-
Wait,
what will
Michelle,
you?
Michelle, are you telling me that you're not going to come back to my lives?
I'm telling you, I'll send you $5.
Okay, come on. Be so real. Wait,
Oh
Michelle,
my
Michelle.
God, the
They
horror.
didn't-
These people did not cancel older millennial for saying he wants to unalive mentally disabled people. They're not going to cancel Harry because you said it. Come on.
Trump showed the whole world that he is anointed by God. That's what that showed
Wait,
today.
wait. So
Please.
was the man in the crowd who got?
And he was
Wait,
protected by God.
Michelle,
And
Michelle,
you
was the
are
man?
evil.
Wait,
You
wait,
are a
Michelle,
little
Michelle,
evil
Michelle, was
piece
the
of
man who
crap.
got hit in the head
We
in the
are-
crowd not anointed by God? Was he not protected by God?
Listen, listen.
Wait,
Harry.
Michelle, answer the
Don't
question.
you
Why was
flip
the man
it.
in the crowd
Don't
not
you
protected
flip
by
it.
God?
God protected that man.
Why was the man in the
Why didn't
crowd
God
not
protect the
protected by
other
I'm sure
God?
he did, and I'm sure he was a godly man, and he would have given his
He
life.
got hit in the
for
head, and
Trump,
he's
just
now
like
he's
all
no
of us.
longer
Don't
living.
You twist this shit, Harry. You
Why
incited
was the
this
man in the
stuff,
crowd
and
not
that
protected
kid
by
was
God?
on
Wait,
your-
wait, you're
listen, that
saying
kid
you're
was on
saying
your
that guy's
platform,
life was
and you
less
scrubbed him.
valuable
We
than
have
Trump's.
proof. You
Wait,
scrubbed
Michelle,
that
listen
kid.
to what Parker just
No,
said.
Are you saying that guy's
Michelle,
life was less
Michelle,
valuable than
Michelle, we
Trump's?
can't. Hold
He
on
was
now.
one of
Hold
your
on, Michelle.
followers.
Michelle. We literally cannot have a conversation if you're just airing out your
scrubbed
grievances,
that
all
kid
right?
off of your site. We already have proof that kid was one of your followers. Harry,
God.
you better start
What?
packing for jail.
Wait, what's your
You
what's your
better
proof
start
of that?
packing
What's
for
your
jail.
proof of that? Michelle, what's your proof of that?
Listen, we're getting it all together, and when the
Do you
FBI
what's your
gonna get
proof of it?
We're
What's your
getting
proof of it?
We're getting it. Did you
What
get
is it? What is it,
210
Michelle?
grand from the Democratic Party?
Wait,
No.
Michelle, what's your proof
You
that that
are
person
a
followed
piece
me?
of shit, and you called for this, and we're going to cancel you like
Angel,
you've
taking the
never seen
$5.
before. The Republicans
No, you're
are gonna
not.
cancel
Wait,
your
again,
ass, just
Michelle,
like
you're
Bud
telling
Light.
me. Wait, Michelle, you're telling me that
We're
you're not
done,
going to
Harry.
come back into my lives?
Listen,
I'm
I feel sorry for
heartbroken.
you
What will I
because
ever
little
do?
boys like you don't do good in prison.
What will I
That's
ever
all I'm
do if
saying.
Michelle doesn't come back to my live? Oh,
No,
I'm so
I think
sad.
a lot of people aren't. I think you were at
Oh,
11
I'm
grand
so
and we had a
sad.
bunch
I'm
of
so
people
sad.
left.
Yo, type one in the chat if you're gonna come back to the live after
Oh,
this.
I'm
Type one
sure
in the
your
chat
little
right now.
followers
Yeah,
will.
Type
one in the
one in the
chat,
chat.
everyone.
Type the number one. Type the number one.
Harry.
Type the number one.
Harry, how do you go to sleep at night when you know that all you do is push
Look at
lives?
this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I don't care about that. I'm not
Look at
looking
this.
that. I'm
Look at
looking
all these
the little
ones.
boy
Look at all the
here
ones in the
that's gonna-
chat.
I'm
Look
looking
at that.
the
Over
little
500
boy
ones.
who's
Over
gonna be
700
going to
ones.
prison
Over
when
eight.
Trump gets in
Over
office.
1,000 ones. Over
You're
1,000 ones. I
scared
think.
he's gonna get in, aren't you? You're scared Trump's gonna get in. 'cause
Michelle,
you're gonna
Michelle,
go-
Michelle,
you're-
Michelle,
you
Michelle,
You
Michelle.
are bigger than
All right,
the
Michelle. We know that you're excited. Just calm down for a second. Wait. We can't. We literally can't have a conversation
so
if you're
delusional.
continuing to scream. All right. So we're happy to talk to you. It's like fun, whatever. You're like lunatic, so it's fun. But you have to stop
no
yapping,
one should
all
ever
right?
talk to you again.
All right, then leave. Michelle, leave right now. Leave right now. Leave right now. Leave right now. Leave right now.
You
Wait.
Leave right now. Leave right now.
Wait, what reason do you have to believe
Wait,
that he
leave,
decided
leave.
this?
You can leave. Michelle, nobody's holding you here. Leave.
Michelle, what reason do you have to believe he caused
really
this?
triggering you, Harry. You know what?
I'm
You're
having a
gonna have
great time
very
right now.
safe space
This
in
is like
prison.
really, this is funny
You're
for
gonna have
everybody
a lot
else.
So
of
triggered.
timeouts in jail. I don't think you're gonna do too
You're
well.
so
in prison.
triggered.
You're laughing.
You're so angry.
You're
Why are you
so
so
laughing.
angry? It's okay.
Why are
It's
you,
okay.
Michelle? Why are you
Michelle,
so
there's nothing to
triggered?
be angry about.
I'll
It's
send you
okay.
stamps, Harry, so you can write your book about how the left indoctrinated you.
It's never Michelle. It's not that deep.
Do you
No
have
need to be
God in
angry.
your heart? Why do you lie the way that you do?
Michelle, there's no need to be angry. It's
Literally
okay.
spew lies.
Michelle, it's okay. You
What
have so much
lies?
hate in your
Angry?
heart.
Our
You have so much
Michelle,
hate in your
which
heart.
lies?
Our president just had
Which
had
lies?
an assassination, and that kid, and you posted things about that, and that kid was on your site, and we're gonna
How do you know,
prove
Michelle?
to the
Do you have any
world
evidence of that?
How do we know that?
Yeah.
You don't know. We're getting our evidence together. Are you shaking?
But you don't have any
You're
evidence, right?
shaking in your shoes right now.
Oh
It's
my
out there,
God, I'm
Harry.
so scared. Oh
Yeah,
my.
That you had the guy who attempted to kill our president was one of your big followers.
How do you know
What are you
that?
talking about? How do you
Yeah,
know
what do
that?
you know?
They
What are
were
you
a
talking about?
registered
Am I wrong,
Republican.
Am
Yeah,
I wrong?
I have
Am
absolutely
I
no idea.
wrong,
What are you
Harry?
talking
You
about? What are you
scrubbed it.
talking
You
about?
scrubbed it 24 hours before.
I scrubbed it? But
Yes, you
24
did. Well,
hours. Wait,
actually, the
okay,
DNC
wait.
probably
Hold on
scrubbed
now.
it
Hold
for
on
you.
now. Hold on now. You just alleged a bigger conspiracy that I scrubbed it 24 hours before. Are you saying that
Was
I
it
had
the day
knowledge
before
that
or
this
a
was going to
couple
take
hours
place?
before? Was it a couple hours before? How
Are you
long
wait,
was
wait,
it?
wait? Are you saying that I had
you ordered
knowledge
it.
that this was
You
going to
ordered
take
it, Harry.
place?
Was he one of your followers?
Wait,
Harry?
Michelle,
He was one of your followers,
Michelle, I'm
wasn't he?
asking you a question. I'm asking you a
The
question.
timeline. You're
Michelle,
gonna get on the
stop.
timeline. Was he one of your followers? He was.
Michelle, stop. I'm asking you a
He was.
question. Are you saying that I had knowledge of this, that this was going to happen
I'm
beforehand?
saying that he was on your site many.
But you
many
said I
times.
also scrubbed it 24 hours
Yeah,
before.
I'm
So
sure
what are you trying to
removed
imply?
him. You removed
20,
him.
24 hours before it took place?
How many hours was it?
I
You're
have
not
no idea
denying
what
he
you're
was one of
talking
your
about.
followers, are
I have
you?
no idea what you're talking
You're
about.
not
Wait,
denying he was one
I'm
of your
just out of
followers.
curiosity, Michelle. Just
He
out of
was one
curiosity,
your
Michelle.
followers, Harry.
Michelle.
Long-time
Just out of
followers,
curiosity.
Harry.
Just out of
Nope, we're not
curiosity. Do you
switching
think
up.
I know
I'm exposing
every
you right
single
now.
person who's ever followed me?
And also,
then
even if it
maybe
was the case that
what
he
you
followed him,
posted,
you know how many
he
fucking
had a
conservative
crazy-
Republicans follow Harry?
You are responsible for what you put on your social media site.
And
you
what was
called
that?
you called
Wait,
for
but
this
okay, so
about
Michelle.
Trump.
You
She's
got
so
to take
crazy.
again. Exactly. You got to take a breather here. You stick to the conspiracy. So what are we talking about now? Are you saying that I'm responsible, or I'm going to jail, or that he was a follower of mine and I knew it was going to take place?
You're a
what
felon.
do
You incited Trump's assassination. You know, just like all the conspiracies.
Just
in the
like
book.
you're hitting. By the way, Michelle, you were saying that no MAGA person should ever come back to the live, and that it's no MAGA person should
She's
be
currently
here. So
bringing
you
people
are
to the
you are
live.
welcome to leave whenever you like. Nobody's holding you here.
No,
Nobody's
I
holding
want
you.
think
all
of the
MAGA to
$6.
get out of here and ban this kid like Bud Light. Ban this kid. He has no platform without us. Hey, listen, we
It's
did
so
it to Bud
remarkable.
Light. We did it
Michelle,
to Dustin. We're gonna do
unironically,
it to
you
Harry.
increased the viewer count.
Oh no, I did not. You dropped. You're gonna drop here in just a little bit.
Wait,
We're at
we
11,000.
went up from like 8
Jack,
to
think of
11.
the 666.
Yo, what's up, Tim?
Bunch of MAGAs in here. That's why. Because we're canceling you, Harry. You
Type
are.
1 in the chat if you're not
Next
MAGA and you think
week-
Michelle is
next
crazy.
week is-
Type 1 in the chat if you think Michelle is
I'm sure that's what
crazy.
they think.
Type
Yeah,
1 in the
that's-
chat if you
Like
think
I
Michelle
said,
is
Harry,
crazy.
when you
There's
need
gonna be an
stamps in
unbelievable
prison,
amount of
when you need
ones.
stamps in prison, I'll
Type
help you
1
out.
in the chat if you think
I'll
Michelle
help
is
you out,
crazy.
Harry.
Oh my
I'll send you a
gosh,
book of
1,000
stamps.
that
You can
quick.
write your book about how you
Dude,
were
look,
indoctrinated
already
by the left.
2,000, look,
But you never denied it
2,500
was
ones of
one his
thinking that you're
followers.
crazy.
How funny
That
is
is
that?
Look
You
at
knew
this.
that
This
guy
is,
was a long-term
bro,
follower of yours.
34,000 ones thinking Michelle is
Keep
crazy. Jenny, thank you for the
going.
galaxy. I
Keep
appreciate you.
going.
Keep running
so
up the ones.
insane.
Keep running up the ones. Type 1 in the chat if you think Michelle is
Some
crazy.
fun.
Type 1 in the
Look
chat
at
if you think
one in the
Michelle is
chat,
crazy.
everyone. Let's get to
Type-
10K.
MAGA, keep going. Keep giving me some
Type 1 in the chat, everybody,
You're
if you think
helping
she's
me,
crazy.
Harry. I'm not going to jail.
I've even seen some
I'm not
people
going
in
to
here.
prison.
Listen, Michelle, I've even
I'm
seen some
not
people
going
in
to
here who are
prison,
MAGA who
Harry.
think that you're crazy.
No, they don't.
Yes, I
Yes,
just saw
MAGA
somebody
does
say I'm
think you're
MAGA.
crazy.
Look at
Oh,
this.
they're not real
10,
MAGA.
11,000
Not real
ones.
MAGA.
There's 11,000 ones.
Wait, she just did the "They're not real MAGA." She did the "No True Scotsman"
No,
policy.
they're not real
Yo,
MAGA.
keep running up the ones.
They're not real
11,000
MAGA.
ones.
They're not
Oh
real
my
MAGA.
god.
They're not real
Lynn,
MAGA.
thank you for the $20 on
denying
Cash App.
that
I
that kid
appreciate
was on
you.
your
Lynn,
site?
thank you so much for the $20. And Brenna,
All
thank you for
of
the
you.
$1. caller.
You think J6ers are bad, Harry? You're the worst. You're the worst.
Oh,
You're the worst.
so wait,
Your
wait,
posts,
Michelle,
your
Michelle,
lives,
just
you are
let
the
me
worst.
just
You are the
Michelle, let me do
you
a
are the
summary of
most
what you believe.
ungodliest kid.
Michelle,
I
Michelle,
really
Michelle,
feel
Michelle,
sorry
take
for
a
you that
breather.
your
I don't want to have
parents
to mute you again.
didn't
I don't want to have
raise
to
you
mute you
right.
again.
Like,
Stop.
you
I don't want to
weren't
have to mute
raised
you
right.
again. All right,
Apparently,
Michelle, let
you
me
have
just
no
get this
God in
straight.
your heart. One
Michelle, let me
one
just
ounce of God in your heart.
Michelle, let me get this straight, okay? So you think that number one, and I'll give you the chance to answer this, I swear. Number one, you think this individual was a follower of mine with no evidence. Number two, you think I had information of the shooting was taking place, and that's why I scrubbed him from my page. And then number three, that I committed a felony in the connection to this, and that I'm going to be going to jail. So do I have those four things correct?
Oh no, and that you incited it, Harry.
Oh, and, number five, I incited it. That's right. That's
You
right.
did. Look at all your posters.
Wait, so by that definition,
Apparently I'm
Trump
just
incited the
so-
insurrection. So by that definition, Trump incited the insurrection.
No, Trump didn't incite an insurrection.
Wait, so how did Harry incite the assassination, but Trump didn't incite the insurrection?
Wait. A 21-year-old TikToker who posts videos about politics apparently incited an assassination attempt, but Donald Trump had no role to play in the violence at the Capitol. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Okay. Very
Okay,
right.
okay.
So good. Great
Yeah.
reasoning. Never seen better.
Peaceful. Mm-hmm.
Smartest MAGA.
I've said
Smartest
that political
MAGA.
violence is wrong before.
You haven't left your bedroom, so what the hell do you know about what's happening out here?
I'm actually not in my bedroom right now, so I think I
You're in
left
your
it.
mom's dining room.
You think I'd be doing a live in a dining room?
I don't know where you would go. You don't leave your house.
No, you're right. You're right. Everything you see on my TikTok page is just everything. I certainly don't like do other things in between videos. You're right, 100%.
Yeah, no, he has
Harry,
no
you know
life,
that
no law and
people
order
put
outside of this.
followers.
No,
You know that
exactly.
one of your
Yeah,
followers,
dude.
Harry.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know that you put posts.
I
About
no,
thinking about
Michelle.
that
I'm
dollars.
genuinely
I
curious.
I
Like,
think
why do
actually
you think
shouldn't
they were one of my
answer any of these
followers?
questions. You should probably get legal advice and get an attorney.
I'm doing just okay. Why do
probably
you think
should.
that they were one of my
Or
followers?
because you're He was. He's been in here.
How do you?
many times.
Why do you think that?
Why do I think that?
Yeah,
You know that he wasn't.
Do you know
why
that
do
he
you
was?
think
So
that?
what's the evidence?
Was he not?
Yeah, what's the evidence?
What's
was
the
he
evidence?
You know what? Actually, Michelle, I think he was one of
He
your
was a-
followers.
Yes.
He wasn't. No.
Michelle, I think he was one of your followers. Everybody, the guy followed Michelle. I think everybody
And
followed
Michelle deleted him right
Michelle
before.
scrubbed it. She scrubbed the page.
Yeah.
Right
I actually
before,
think that-
just an hour
Really
before. She knew it
nervous.
was going to happen.
You look really nervous. You're switching.
Guys,
around
everybody, the
here.
dude, the guy followed Michelle. The guy followed
If
Michelle.
you blame
everybody.
Michelle, everyone, type 2 in the comment
Everybody, I
section.
think
If
she
you blame
incited it. I think
Michelle,
she incited
type
it.
2.
Things,
Type
Harry.
2 in the
That's
comment
really-
section
that's
if you
really
blame
good.
Michelle.
You're really good at what you do. I
Type 2 in the
appreciate
comments if you blame Michelle. Type 2 in the comments, everybody. Also type 2 if you think that she scrubbed the page. The guy followed her. Type 2, everybody.
Okay.
Type the number 2. Type the number 2.
that. Harry.
Yeah, I think Michelle too.
Yeah, I blame Michelle. Look at that. 2 in the chat. 2 in the
Yeah,
chat.
everybody type 2. Everybody spam 2.
Spin everything. You're
Everybody
so
spam 2. Oh my
ridiculous.
God, look at that. There's already 702.
Did you
What a
sleep
terrible
last
thing,
night, Harry?
Michelle. What a
There's
terrible,
been 700
terrible
like 8
thing,
times.
Michelle.
Did you sleep?
Did I sleep?
Yeah, I don't think you do. I don't know how you could sleep at night with all the lies. that you
Yeah,
spew. don't
Michelle,
know
I
how
sleep
you
just
could.
fine knowing that there
I'm
are
sure you
lunatics
do.
out there like
'Cause
you.
you're probably like literally demon spawn.
Demon spawn?
Wait.
Even with a conscience, anybody with a conscience can come out and lie. to
wait,
you.
so wait, I
You're
incited
right,
the-
there's not a godly
I
bone.
incited
You
the
incited the
attempt.
assassination,
There's not a bone.
Harry.
But I
You've
will.
Harry. You've
But
you've
we're
incited
Republicans.
everything.
We'll
You've
pray
done
for
it
you.
all. You knew it was going to happen before it. He was a follower of you. You deleted him.
Oh my
Great.
yeah.
You're so good. You're
And
the
I'm demon
greatest.
spawn.
You're the greatest at hiding out all the
Oh, yeah.
information. Now you're a demon
Appar-
spawn. I
Apparently,
promise
I
you.
just have all of this
Godly
power, man. I have all this
Is that why you don't
power.
want the Ten Commandments in schools? Is because thou
No,
shalt
it's
not
because
lie
you don't
is
want
in
to
there.
force religion on
Thou
children. If you
shalt
want all
not
the major
lie is
religions,
that
we're
Thank you,
okay with
Tabby,
that.
for the
Thou shalt
subscription. I
not
appreciate
steal,
you.
Thou shalt not unalive. Like, oh,
You know,
yeah,
Michelle, you're a true representation of MAGA. You really are.
So
You're
real.
a really good
Absolutely.
representation.
I think she stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, Michelle, where were you on January 6th, 2021? Where were you?
In the Capitol.
I have the right to plead the fifth.
No fucking way! No way, dude! She did not just say that, dude! She did not just say that!
Yes, I did. And
Oh
that's
my
what you should-
god, bro!
I'm trying to give you a lesson.
Bro, what
That's
the
you should
fuck?
do. When people ask
She
like
was
that,
so
that's
there, bro.
on
She was
stage.
there.
Bro, she
If
was
you think
in the
she was there on
Capitol, bro.
January
She was
6th,
at the
type 1 in the
Capitol.
comment section. If you think she was there, type 1.
Type 1, everybody. Type 1 if you think she was
I
at the
don't know.
Capitol.
Might have to go back on those videos.
Dude, she was absolutely. Yeah, we have to look back on it. I agree, man.
You do? You think it's really
There's
funny
the
that...
FBI.
I think
Open
you're
up.
at the Capitol. Look at that. 1,000
FBI.
ones already.
Mhm.
1,000 ones of
You
people
think
thinking
it's
you're at the
really
Capitol.
funny the temperature of the
Oh,
country
man.
and that you're really helping in this manner of what
man.
happened to our president?
Wait, you're coming in here saying I coordinated the attack.
I'm
The
not
guy
saying you
followed me,
coordinated
and
the
that I'm
attack.
demon
saying
spawn.
that he
Please
was a
spare me.
follower of yours.
And you also
that
said that I
you
scrubbed my
posted
page
a lot-
24 hours before. I mean, gee, you said you claiming that I had.
He was one of your
You're
followers.
claiming I had
He's no
knowledge of
longer
it.
on there.
You're claiming I had knowledge of it.
Harry, you have a crystal ball. I'm telling you, you're a time traveler.
Guys, Apparently, I'm
put
just
out- what
like
did your-
I'm this god that just has all this power. Apparently, I don't know. I didn't know this about myself.
You're not a god, son. You are
I
a
didn't know.
demon
Apparently, I have a crystal ball.
spawn.
I
You are a
predicted it. I
demon
don't know.
spawn. No, you created it. You didn't predict it.
But wait, you said I.
Represent
You
the
said I.
$5. You
You
created
created it.
and
You
you knew
said
it was
I.
going to happen.
Wait, Michelle. You said I scrubbed my page 24 hours before.
What was your read your post that you posted about the SEAL team could come in and
She's so delusional. I can't, dude.
that's funny, right? You
Yes,
think that's
it's
funny?
hilarious. He quoted
Hold on and read it
Sotomayor.
right now, Harry.
He quoted
Wait,
Sotomayor.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
You'll read it? Okay.
I'll read it. Ready? Quote.
right.
According to the Supreme Court, those are very crucial 5 words. According to the Supreme Court, Biden can now send in SEAL Team 6 to take them all out. He can send in the military to take out Trump. He has immunity for official acts now. That is according to the Supreme Court.
Okay, so you think that's funny? Maybe somebody on your
No, I
platform
don't think that's funny. It's what the Supreme
maybe
Court said.
somebody
It's what
took that
it's what
literally when you
it's
said
what
shit
just
like that?
it's what Justice Sonia Sotomayor
Listen.
wrote in her dissent.
But that doesn't matter. You are inciting this. Just
Wait,
like
if I-
those people that went to the Capitol.
Wait.
Oh my
If I
gosh.
quote
You may have
the Supreme
wackos
Court,
on here that are
wait,
taking
if
you
I quote the
seriously
Supreme Court, you're inciting violence?
Oh, come on.
in that context, I think a lot of people agree with me that in that
Wait,
context,
so wait, was Sonia was
Psycho
Justice
could have taken
Sotomayor
that.
also inciting violence in her
we're talking
dissent?
about you.
I
We're
know, I'm
talking
asking
about
you, do you think that
and
Justice
you have a
Sotomayor was
crazy
inciting
thing.
violence?
We're
Yes.
talking about you, and you have crazy.
Yeah, I know
followers,
you're talking about
and you have
me, Michelle,
extremists
but do you think that
follow
Justice
you,
Sonia
and you have some
Sotomayor
accountability
incited
that
violence?
you need to take for the things that you put on
Do
your
you
social
think that
media.
Sonia Sotomayor incited violence or not?
I'm asking, do you think that if that kid got that
Wait,
off of your site,
I'll answer your question
and
if you
then-
answer
and he
mine.
took that literally, and he went and did that because he followed you, and you
Your
gave
opinion.
you read him down the long road. Of
Wait,
the
he followed
bullshit
Trump.
that
He
you
followed
still-
Trump, so
you
he must have listened to Trump.
accountability for that. And I'm not talking about what the Supreme Court said. I'm talking about that.
Well,
little
apparently you
punk
think that's
sitting in
Justice
that
Sonia
goddamn
Sotomayor.
chair who thinks it's
No,
funny.
apparently you think that Sonia
But you
Sotomayor
think
is
it's
like
funny.
inciting
Don't
violence
twist
now.
the shit. You put that stuff on your social
Yeah,
media.
and Justice Sotomayor,
have
you know,
crazy
it's funny.
people
It's
that
funny
follow you.
when I said
If somebody went out and did
according
that,
to the Supreme Court.
like what,
That's
10 days
why Michelle.
later
That's why I
after
said that those 5 words
10
were
days
really
later
important because I said
after that.
according to the Supreme Court.
Harry,
Okay, Michelle, it is the case. He literally was quoting Sotomayor. He
You
was not saying
literally-
it himself. He was saying according to the Supreme Court. He was not saying, "Oh, Biden, please do this. Biden, please take him out right now. Biden, please." No, he did not do that. That is not what he advocated. Why do conservatives and MAGA Republicans consistently say that he did that when it's obvious that he said according to the Supreme Court? Like
They have the
I
reading
swear,
comprehension
bro.
of a second grader.
Literally, dude. Like I
They
actually
can't
know
read the
second
first
graders
5
that would
words.
know better than this.
keep
Yeah,
muting me,
not
Harry.
Michelle.
You may have that on
Let me
your
ask you.
hand
All right, I'm
because-
going to mute you again because you are incapable of being quiet. Michelle, can you point me to anywhere in the tweet where I said that Biden should, or I said anything in the affirmative that Biden should do this?
What I'm saying to you is that just as crazy.
Wait,
as you think that I
Michelle,
am,
please point me in the
there's
tweet where I advocated for
crazy
something
liberals
like that.
who listen to you. that
Michelle,
can take that
point me in the
literally,
tweet.
that
Every
could not
liberal
decipher
I've talked to
your
about the
second-grade
tweet,
readers.
Michelle,
Your
every
second-grade readers
liberal
that
I've talked to
follow
about
you.
the tweet said that it was perfectly okay. They
Every
understood what I meant
liberal.
because they don't have the reading
Every
comprehension of a
liberal.
second grader. So
Every
Michelle, can you
liberal.
point me to anywhere in the tweet where I said that
Every
Biden
liberal.
should or I advocated for it?
I don't even think it's every MAGA. There's a lot of MAGA that believes this, but there's literally MAGA on the panel, right? That doesn't even think this.
No, we believe that Harry is a propaganda prop for the Democratic Party, and he is feeding people bullshit.
Where's our
and
DNC checks?
inciting
Can we get some
people, and
DNC
you have
checks in the
crazy
chat, everyone?
people
Get some DNC
that are
checks,
in
everybody.
your lives that may take you literally for what you say, and they may not have been able to decipher that. And
Wait,
this
so
was one
if wait,
of
so
your
then wait,
followers.
Michelle, then you think that Donald Trump's responsible for January 6th because
No, I
they took his
don't.
words literally, right? Wait,
Yeah.
they took his words literally.
I know that
Fight like
Antifa
hell,
was
fight
there,
like hell.
and it wasn't patriots that were doing
Wait, so
that.
then
And
wait,
there was a lot of things that
wait,
happened.
why
I'm
does
not
Donald
going
Trump
into
want to pardon
January 6th.
Antifa? Why does Donald Trump want to pardon
The
Antifa?
Supreme
He wants to
Court
pardon the January
overruled
6th
on the
insurrectionists.
J6er, so it's a non-issue.
Wait, he
right
wants
now,
to
so we're
pardon
not gonna-
Antifa though. He wants
Why
to pardon
don't you
Antifa.
deflect from talking about you, Harry? You're responsible for you.
Because we're testing
If
your
you don't
logic.
like that, if you don't like that Donald Trump did that, then why would you do something that would align with something
Oh my
like that?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
And people can easily misinterpret that. And if you don't see
Well,
that,
you're right. If you have the reading comprehension of a first grader, then yeah, you might misinterpret it
like
for
most
sure.
of your listeners,
No, I think that you fall into that category.
I fall into
Yeah,
that
only the listeners who are MAGA.
Is that-
Okay.
is that-
Yeah, well, there you go. Hey,
There's
hey,
no
whoa.
coincidences, right?
No dispute. No dispute.
And you think that it's funny that somebody attempted to take a
No, that's
presidential-
why I've consistently condemned it in multiple videos
No,
and
you
multiple
haven't.
tweets.
You're on there like little laughing like
Yes,
a
he
little smart
has.
ass.
Really?
Watch his videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch
You're-
this. No, hold up. Oh, she got a phone call. Thank God. Watch this, Michelle. Quote, yesterday at 6:41 p.m., right after the rally, this is what I tweeted. Quote, political violence is never okay under any circumstances. The shooting at Trump's rally is absolutely unacceptable.
Didn't you call out Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah, I called out Marjorie Taylor Greene because she said that the Democrats were behind
you
it.
lit the fire under
That's
the
insane.
craziest Republican.
Yeah,
woman
wait.
in
Yeah, of
all
course
the
I called
entire
out.
Wait,
world.
this is
And
an
you went
MTG
for her,
clone.
and guess
I
what?
forgot.
That was a
This is
bad
literally an
move for you,
MTG
boy.
clone.
You're,
That
yeah,
was
you're
a
literally an
bad
empty.
move you
Wait,
to
for the
call it
record,
MTG.
this is what MTG said. The Democratic Party is flat out evil, and yesterday they tried to unalive Donald Trump.
Yep.
Yeah, of course I'm
Right.
going to call her out for that. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Well,
That
and
is
she's going to
insane.
sit your little ass up there to come and testify right in front of her. Too,
They
so that's smart
bring,
on your part.
please bring me, Parker, Chris, and Dean to testify. Please bring us to
Yes.
testify.
Yes,
We're
I
gonna
would
wear a
love to
GoPro.
testify.
You're gonna
Yes,
be
please. I would love to get
subpoenaed.
verified
I'm
because
gonna
of this.
wear a GoPro on my
How long
head
have
and
you
I'm
been
gonna
on
Seriously.
testify.
I think that day's coming there, young man.
I'll make sure to bring someone with a camera.
Yeah, we're gonna have a full film
We're
crew.
gonna have a
We're gonna have
vlog.
GoPros.
You guys are in a lot of trouble when Trump comes down that escalator.
Wait, Parker's
because-
also in trouble?
Woo!
I'm not talking to Parker. I'm talking to you, Harry.
Oh, so Parker's safe.
You.
I'm safe.
You.
Parker's safe.
I don't
I
know.
didn't
You
do
guys have been
anything.
pushing out a lot of lies and a lot of propaganda.
Are you? I swear, you have to be trolling.
specifically-
Like it's crazy.
Yes, dude.
You specifically. So Parker's just your little, like, your backup boy that when you can't take us on by yourself, you got to pull Parker up.
Yeah, maybe Parker and I will still do TikTok live debates in prison. We'll bring a phone in there and we'll still do it.
Yeah. Yo,
I'd
no,
actually-
she thinks
I'd
we should
actually-
still be able to
I'd
run
actually
for president.
subscribe for that. I'd actually subscribe
From
for
prison,
that.
from
Yeah.
prison. Maybe you'd vote for us
The
if we had
Republicans
felonies,
will
right?
Actually spend our hard-earned
By the
money
way,
to watch
everybody,
you
if you're curious as like, I'm actually gonna mute Michelle for this. If you're curious as to who to vote for in 2024, just remember that like a lot of people on their side are claiming people like Parker and I incited this. So if you're like, yeah, I don't want craziness back in the Oval Office, don't vote for it. There we go. That's it. Thank you, Michelle, for setting the example as to why nobody should vote for Donald Trump or
And-
And we're
put
gonna
MAGA
set the
people.
And
in.
also,
we're
Harry,
gonna
when you
set
get a
the
felony, maybe
example
she'll
with
vote for you
creators
then.
like you
Yeah,
that have
exactly.
pushed stuff
Yeah,
like
remember,
this.
being a
We're
felon
gonna
is a
make an
prerequisite
example
to
out
run
of
in the
you,
Republican
Harry.
Party.
Good night. Have a good night, Harry. I'm really looking forward.
Michelle, so
to
wait,
the day
Michelle,
when
you're
I'm
never gonna
running.
come back, right? You're never gonna come back.
Oh no, none of us are gonna. We're gonna start.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna
Okay,
start
bye-bye, Michelle.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. You don't
no.
have to worry about it
Oh.
because you get 210
Oh
grand
no,
from
I'm so
DNC.
sad.
Did you get a bonus
Oh,
from
God.
the Democratic Party
Oh,
the
God.
other day?
Michelle,
Wait,
what
why didn't
will
he
I
get the
do
money
without
directly?
Michelle in my life? Oh.
Wait, Michelle, why didn't it show up on the FEC that he got
It
210K?
does. It does. I have it.
Wait,
Yeah, okay, go.
where did
Document
he
right
get
now.
it? Where did he
He
get
did
it?
too. He got it from the Democratic Defense Fund. $210,000 paid.
That was not
210? Yeah.
210.
Yeah,
That-
pull up
no,
the
that was
210.
like, yeah, show us the 210 to Harry
Okay, hold
Sisson.
on.
If you can show $210,000 to Harry Sisson, I will delete my TikTok account.
Based.
Wait. Actually, Michelle, you want to put money on it?
Yeah, I would like to put money on that. too.
Let's put $1,000 on it.
each.
That $1,000 each. So if you win and you can show 200. Wait, Michelle, stop! Don't do it yet. Do you want to put $1,000 on it? So if you say that it is there, then we pay you $1,000 each. If it's not, you have to pay us $1,000. Trump bucks don't count, by the way. It's not legal currency. Do you agree, Michelle, or no?
I'm getting my document.
Yeah, do you agree or not? Do you want to put your money where your mouth is or not?
Hold on.
We can do it for
Harry.
charity
You
as
don't
well. I'll
call
donate my
shot.
1,000 to charity.
For real.
Biden is
Since I'm on
charity.
here, I'll
Right?
do 1,000 too.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Get him in there. Bring him along. Yeah, so I'm guessing you don't want to put your money where your mouth is because you know you're wrong.
Hold
How
on,
typical.
Harry. Let me get the document.
We're waiting for the document. By the way, everybody, make sure to drop
Yeah.
a follow if you haven't already. We do these lives all of the time. And also follow Parker's accounts. He does lives all day, every day on different topics. I would highly recommend it. Make sure to keep double tapping the screen. Let's try to get to 1.5 million likes. And, of course, the Venmo and Cash App for Parker
Let's
and
get
I.
to 2, everyone. Get to 2 million.
Yeah, excuse me. 2 million.
Excuse me.
The Venmo and the Cash Apps are in the link in the bio if you want to support for both Parker and I. If you want to support us for, I just got a bullying harassment for dealing with people like Michelle. Just got a bullying flag.
Yeah, calm it down, Harry. Calm it down.
Got to bring it down. Bring down it. What a terrible thing. I mean,
Unbelievable.
golly. Is she leaving? What do we think, guys?
Let's see where she goes, chat.
My prediction is she's leaving. Everybody, what will we do without Michelle? Oh my god. Oh, she's back, for fuck's sake. Oh no.
All right, let's see. Let's 210K to Harry Sisson directly.
Yeah, let's see it. We're still waiting. Still waiting. Michelle, it's Final Jeopardy here. Come on, how much did you wager? Your dignity. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the wrong answer.
You don't got any of that. Can't give up any.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't go into loans for that too.
Yeah.
No loans.
No loans here, Michelle.
No
Michelle, you just got
no fraudulent business opportunities.
Michelle, you were so loud earlier. Now you're so quiet. What's going on? What's going on?
She's looking for the source that doesn't exist.
She's photoshopping right now. She's photoshopping everybody.
Yeah.
You know what, Michelle? I'll give you 10 seconds to talk. 10, 9.
No,
8.
I want to see what she comes up with. That'd be
All right,
so
you know what? I'll
funny
leave
for
it.
one.
I'll leave it. While we wait, let me thank some people because they're more important than MAGA Michelle. I mean, what making your
Isabel,
whole
thank you for
personality.
the $1. Dustin, thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Canceled like Bud Light. Sandra, I appreciate the $5 for Demon Spawn. Thank you so much. Noreen, thank you for the $30 for asprin. Thank you so much. I'm really gonna
thank
need
God.
that. I'm really
Yeah.
gonna need that.
Thank you.
That is necessary. Thank you.
Yo, Deborah, thank you for the $1. Jack, thank you for the $6.66 saying nightly DNC check. I appreciate that. Yo, Ray, thank you for the $5 saying toward your defamation case against Michelle. I appreciate that, Ray. Thank you. Brandon, thank you for the $5 as well. I appreciate it so much. Jacob Piper's mom is with the $6.66 saying, I love demon spawn men. Carly, thank you for the $2.69 saying, learning. Oh, can't read that. Emily, thank you for the $20 as well, saying for dining room legal fees. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate you. Dustin, thank you for the $2. Monica, thank you for the $6.66. Isabel, thank you for the $1 as well. Jack, again, with the $5 for the DNC tip. I appreciate you. Anthony, thank you for the $4. And Stephanie, thank you for the $5 saying $5 to please never allow Michelle on again. Well, according to her, she's never coming back. She's never coming back, folks. So we're going to hold her to it. And Janet, thank you for the $1 as well. I appreciate you. Michelle, are you there?
Jack, thank you for the $5. 210K DNC down payment. Thank you so much.
Yo, William, thank you for the $2. And Emily, thank you for the $27 saying for the therapy you'll need after this convo with her. Golly,
real.
you're speaking my language. Noreen, thank you for the $30 as well, saying for aspirin. Again, really going to need it, Noreen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sandra, thank you for the $5. And Patty, thank you for the $50. Oh, my God, saying $50 from Michelle's ex-husband and kids. Well, you know, I won't comment on that, Patty. Thank you so much for the $50. W. Patty in the chat. I appreciate you. Charles, thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $2 as well.
Crazy.
And Emily, thank you for the $3.
Oh, she's
and
showing
Connor.
She's showing. Let me expand.
Oh.
There it
Let's
is.
see it here.
Democratic Party Defense Fund.
Oh,
Very
I expanded the same time you did. I got it.
I know.
You got
I
it.
can't.
You got it.
I have it. It's in here.
Oh, sorry.
Right there.
Maze, thank you for the
It's on a
$6.66.
different It's right there, Harry.
Who are you
Wait,
texting?
where?
What do you got? Wait, your source is a
No,
text
we're
message right now?
No, I have
Oh,
the
what's going
document.
on in there?
Not the American flag hat, please.
What do we got?
Department of Defense. Democrat
Department
Party.
of Defense is not
Harry,
paying me?
Department of Defense, Democratic
We
Department
can't
of Defense.
we can't
It's
see
a
it.
tag.
It's
It's a screenshot of a text message.
bad. You have a screenshot of
Yeah.
a text message?
Dude, she's got
It's a
some incredible
screenshot of a
sources.
document, Harry.
Wait, it's a screenshot of a text
Screenshot of
message.
a
What are we doing
document.
here? What are we doing here?
I have it on another device. I
Wait,
just
flip the
told you.
wait, show. Yeah. Go back. Go back.
You can flip the camera, right?
You can flip the camera.
Flip the camera so we can actually see what it says.
You're just not good at this. Yeah, we know about those. Those are none of those say $210,000.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, go back.
Yes,
Go
it
back.
does,
Go
Harry.
back. Oh no!
It totally says
Get
that.
off of there! Oh, get off of there! No, go back. Go back.
Oh, shut up, Harry. It says that. You're like.
It
you're
does not
lucky
say
I
that.
can pull it up.
It
Yes,
does not say
does.
that.
Yes, it does. It does too. It does
Really?
too. Anybody
Go ahead,
want it?
Michelle. Show us.
If you okay, let me pull it up. I'll pull it up.
All right. We're waiting. Yo,
Exactly.
Cindy, thank you for the $5 as well. Props. I can't read that out on TikTok Live. Thank you, Ariana, for the $2.90.
What is
saying
going
for
on
Bud Light
today?
from Dollar General. I appreciate you. You just got a Snapchat. What's going on here, Michelle?
What are you talking about? I didn't get a Snapchat.
You just got a Snapchat. I just heard it. What a
I don't
terrible
have
thing.
Snapchat. I don't
Apparently, you have Snapchat. Maybe,
must have been
maybe that's how you communicate. Yo, Janet, thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. Linda, thank you for the $10 as well. God, you guys are going crazy right now with Michelle. I appreciate y'all. Linda, thank you for the $10 saying thanks for your work. Maze, thank you for the $6.66 saying W Demon Spawns. We're going to make that a new emote, I think. Brian, thank you for the $5 saying it's okay, she'll lose and say we never shook on it. There you go. Fern, thank you for the $100 on Venmo saying thanks so much for speaking truth to counter so much ignorance. Can we please get 100 W Ferns in the chat? I appreciate you so much for your support.
100.
And thank you for being here. At least 100 W Ferns in the chat. Wendy, thank you for the $10 saying security. Well, with Michelle on the prowl, you never know these days. It's crazy. And Katie, thank you for the $10 as well saying MAGA Michelle banter is better than watching TV. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that
And
too.
Hugo, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Michelle, for Michelle to clean her damn house. Oh, okay. Damn. All right, Hugo. I appreciate the $20. Thank you.
Oh.
There you go, Harry. We have it. I'll send it to you. Will you post
wait,
it?
did you flip me
Yes.
off? Is that what
Yeah,
you did?
I did.
Yeah, turn the camera around. I don't know if you can figure that out, but turn it around so that we can see what you're looking at.
Yeah, we'll make you big screen again. Look, here we go. You got it. I got it.
No, you didn't turn it around. I meant flip the. Oh, it was her Snapchat.
What is going?
You flip the camera. No, like go into the go into your
Ollie,
settings.
what's going on
click
in there?
Yourself, and then click the turn around the camera, like in the app.
Okay.
And then
Steve, thank you for the
save.
subscription. Appreciate you.
Remember to click save as well.
You have to click save.
This is gonna be a long time, huh? We'll see if we can get this, everyone. In the meantime, you can check out the rally video I just posted.
Yeah, everybody, check out Parker's rally video he just posted. Is it on your different account?
Yeah, I know it's on this one right below me, everyone.
Oh yeah, everybody, this account right below Parker. He just posted a brand new rally video. It's hilarious. You should go watch it. Debbie, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you.
It's actually kind of blowing up. It has like 1 million on TikTok now. Like this one. I
Wait,
just
how long
posted
ago
on
did you
it.
post it?
Well, no, not the video on YouTube. I meant the video on TikTok. I just posted a rally clip, and it's like at 1.3 or something right now.
1.3 million?
Yeah.
And how long ago did you post it?
2 days ago.
Bro, that's crazy, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, everybody go watch that video.
It's popping off.
Everybody go watch that video. That's crazy. Live is paused. We were waiting for you to flip the camera, and now the live is paused. I mean, what technical difficulties going on here, Michelle?
Yeah.
Come on now.
We'll see.
Come on. Matt, thank you for the $5 as well. Kendall, thank you for the $5 saying cleaners for Michelle. Matt, thank you for the 1 penny as well. I appreciate you. George, thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. Jack, thank you for the $1. Ryan, thank you for the $1. And Jordan, thank you for the $3 as well. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Venmo Cash App in the link in bio for both Parker and I if you want to support us.
Yep.
Oh, she left.
Wow. Unbelievable, chat. Unbelievable. I can't believe
It's okay. She didn't have her sources.
She didn't have her sources. That's
Steady, thank you for the $6.66. Thank you so much for the devil fund. Thank you so much. Use it to enter hell.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Oh man. Hi.
So I think hi, hello Harry, hello Parker. How are you guys doing?
Good to
tonight?
see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So some things you'll agree on, some things you'll disagree on. To be honest, in this election, I do see Trump winning. I'm not MAGA. Like, honestly, that Michelle, she is the perfect example why I think Trump will win. There's so many people just like her. And just from this past, this past rally that, the incident took place for Trump, I think that really knocked it to the point where he might win. Do you guys agree with that or disagree?
I think it's still within the margin of error. He's 1.9 points up on average in the 538 polls, on average all the polls. So obviously I think that there's still like a huge chance that it can go either way.
Yeah, I don't think that I think that this election is so crazy that this is like just another crazy event. Like everybody was freaking out about the debate, and I was reading something that was 16 days ago. Just 16 days ago, there was an entirely different narrative about this election that Biden's going to drop out, and now it's like there was an attack on Trump's life. It's like I think that people are going to forget about this pretty quickly. Unfortunately, I think previously it would be bigger news, but given the political climate, I think people forget about it. Just like people on the right forgot about Trump's conviction, and then I can't imagine where we're going to be 50 days from now, but I'm pretty confident we won't be talking about this still.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. It's just not precisely my opinion, just from what's going on with people, and you hear it too, but a lot of people are saying what happened was staged. And I think one of the reasons why people are saying that is how wild those photos came out with Trump raising his hand in the air, blood on his face, the flag behind him. Those are some pictures our MAGAs are calling iconic right now. They're making T-shirts of it. They're making, posters. So I felt
these were
like
people who already had favorable opinions of Trump. So Trump didn't gain any favorability. He only gained it amongst people who were already favorable to him.
I agree with that. But basically, I just wanted to put my opinion out there that I believe that is probably a reason why it could be a step closer. But then at the same time, Biden addressing the situation, Biden calling Trump, that's very, mature of him, being a president, of course, and I think that fit well with him and his voters as well.
Yeah, it looked really good on Biden, for sure.
Yeah, I think Biden has shown, I think this, Biden's response in and of itself is, an argument as to why he should be reelected. He's been incredibly presidential, shown, what a real leader looks like. He's made every resource available to Trump's team. He's, directing every agency to investigate it and get to the bottom of it. And he, has addressed this multiple times. He's contacted Donald Trump. He has done everything right. And I think that maturity, that experience that comes with that maturity is what we need in such a tumultuous moment. I think that if you want unity, you're going to be voting for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Harry, what do you think would have happened if it were the other way around? Say, the assassination attempt was towards Biden, and what do you think Trump's response would have been to that?
I honestly, I couldn't even imagine. I think there's a universe of which his advisors convinced him to do the right thing, but I also think there's a universe of which he just rages on social media, calling it this or that. And I think we have pretty good history to believe that Trump might not behave properly. I mean, look what they did with Nancy Pelosi's husband. He got
Do you think he almost said it's staged?
I don't know. I think Trump is just so out there with his conspiracy theories that I really don't know what he would do. I mean, I want to believe that he would do the right thing, but I just, you never know with him. What do you think, Parker? What do you think he would have done?
I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. I think if he would have listened to his the people around him, he wouldn't have said something like that. But I do believe that because of just how he's treated everything else, that it's very likely that he could have said that it was staged the other way around.
Yeah. I also think that it's possible that he would initially be convinced by his advisors to do the right thing, make an address and be very kind about it, and then later at a rally, where his true personality comes out, let something slip and say well, how's Joe Biden these days or something like that, I don't know.
I agree with that too, just because you have history of Trump acting that way. I mean, back to the 2020 election, calling it fake. If it was vice versa, I don't think Biden would have said the same thing that he did.
But so you're voting for Trump?
No, I'm not voting for Trump. No, I'm not voting for Trump. My opinion was that I think he might win just because of people like Michelle, just your past person, that they are that ignorant, that they are that self-absorbed and that manipulative that they will vote for him no matter what the scenario is.
Right. I gotcha. No, I hear you.
That's what I believe.
Well, we would hope the independents
and they have
don't
a strong support group. Yeah, I agree. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I think everybody is more fear for themselves and what the next 4 years are going to be. And, we have Putin on our hands. We have the wars going on, World War III, that's not there. And a lot of people are just, I think, scared at this point in time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a crazy election cycle. We still have a lot of time to go.
But definitely I would vote for Biden. But to be honest, I would rather have him step aside and have Michelle Obama run. I'm not joking.
She doesn't want to run. She's not interested in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. But that was personally my opinion, is I would vote for her.
Interesting. All right, man. Well, hey, you're a witness to all the craziness. I appreciate you being up here and being patient during all of that. I'm sorry about all of that.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was interesting. But I'm going to get going, but you guys have a great night.
All right, man, brother. Thank you so much for coming up, and thank you for sharing your views. I appreciate
Yes.
it.
All right, you
thanks.
guys have a good one.
You too. Mike. Hello, bro. How old are you, bro?
Give me a minute.
Oh, I kicked him anyway. My bad. Holy fuck. I was just like playing it safe. It doesn't matter. All right. If you're MAGA, let us know in the chat, man. Golly. Oh, dude, this guy. This guy's always a character. I think I remember this guy. He's like not a nice guy. I think his request expired. Which I'm not mad about.
If you're super ultra MAGA, type it in the comment section. Type super ultra MAGA in the comment section.
Yeah, the box is full right now.
I know. I hate when it does that because then you can't add people from the chat.
Dude, I don't know why they haven't made it so that you.
I wish there was a thing that made it so you can click whether or not you're MAGA.
Oh yeah.
And then it would just tell us who's MAGA and who's not.
Yeah.
We need MAGA verification.
MAGA verification. Can we get some MAGA verification on TikTok? Why aren't they bringing this feature yet? This guy. Oh my god, dude! The box is
CNN Live. That's so crazy.
That's such a crazy thing to say. Ay.
The difference is we're 20. We're in our low 20s. That's the only difference.
Oh my god, dude! All of the requests, and that's what's also the annoying thing. The requests that expired don't just go out.
Yeah, I know. They need to fix that. It's actually really bad.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Oh, I brought up somebody else.
They need a thing that tells you whether or not they have they're connected like that.
Yeah, right. Yo, Ryan, thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. I like the comment. Jordan, thank you for the $3 as well. Servon, thank you for the $10. Support for therapy. There you go. Avery, thank you for the $1. Madison, thank you for the $8. Trying to decipher Trump's policies is like reading a novel. I appreciate that, Madison. I agree. Matthew, thank you for the 69 cents. I appreciate you. Colleen, thank you for the $10 as well. I appreciate it. James, thank you for the $1. Brian, thank you for the $10 saying keeping truth alive. We try. Matthew, thank you for the $1 as well. I appreciate you. Very, very kind.
Avery, thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. And Hugo, thank you for the $20 for everyone who got catfished by Michelle. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Scott, are you MAGA? Scott, are you MAGA? Are you there, bud? Brother. I think Scott's asleep. Get out, Scott.
Someone said in the comment section, Harry Sisson, why were you calling for Trump's execution a few weeks ago? I have to add them up if I can find them.
Yeah, please. If you can find them, please add them up. Yeah, type in the chat if you're MAGA. And also, the box just... it's so annoying. The box just keeps filling up. This guy in the chat saying your live got shut down. Are you... You all right, bro? Yeah, I think we're still live here, man.
You said it in the chat.
I think we're still live. I'm just checking.
Kevin, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
Connor, thank you for the $5. Michael and Imani, thank you for the $1 each. Sean, thank you for the $5. Hugo, thank you for the $20 as well for everyone who got cat. I appreciate you, Hugo. Jonathan, thank you for the $3. Cody, thank you for the $1. Emily, thank you for the $1. Justin, thank you for the $1. Lyric, thank you for the $5 as well. Saying funds for. Oh, I cannot say that.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I was
Hugo. Can't say that. Hugo. Hugo, thank you for the $5 as well. I appreciate you. All right, are you MAGA?
Yeah, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 28. I just had a question for you, but I want to kind of remove the politics from it because you made a statement that you're testing our logic, right?
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to test your logic. You stated, or you had made that tweet the other day, correct? And claimed that you have no fault in what happened yesterday. But how is that any different than when Trump said what he said, and now all of you want to blame the insurrection on him? I don't understand that.
Harry's not president of the United States.
But he has a big following, and he does know that. He does know he has a big following, and he knows he makes a big impact. Doesn't matter whether he's president, he's still in the face.
The president.
And I think nowadays it doesn't matter. He is very influential. Harry, you are very influential, and you are educated. Let me give you that. We're not talking. I don't want to talk politics and details on that. I'm asking logic, because
no, I hear you.
You are influential, yes, and a lot of people follow you. I think that's clear. You have like almost 1 million followers on TikTok, and that's just TikTok. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but I
say
mean, to
you're
compare
not
that to
as
Donald
big.
Trump, the sitting president at the time, is kind of wild.
If that is your only argument, then I think that's kind of wild.
No, it's not
What?
even the only argument, because we can just look at the contents of the statement. So like Donald Trump was calling on his supporters to like fight like hell. You're not gonna have a country anymore. When you see fraud of this levels, you go by different rules and stuff like that. Like
You
clearly
literally said
implying
to
like
kill the president, though.
I did not. Let's read the
I
tweet
mean,
together, and you can
okay,
tell me.
out of
No,
okay,
let's read the
out
tweet together.
assumption. It could be assumed from
No,
people.
no, no,
I don't
no,
know
no,
how
no.
to
He
take
said
it.
according to the Supreme Court.
I
Okay,
said
go ahead, read it.
two things. I want to read you two things. I said, quote,
Mhm.
according to the Supreme Court, Biden can now send in SEAL Team 6 to take them all out. He could
So
send
the
in the
whole
military. Hold on
entire
now. Hold on now. I'm going to read.
Supreme Court. I heard what you
I'm
read.
reading.
I read it.
I'm
I
reading.
did.
I'm reading
Okay,
it
go ahead.
in its entirety. I'm reading two things, right?
Okay, you let me
This is
talk,
the first. Send in SEAL Team 6 to take them all out. He could send in the military to take out Trump. He has immunity for official acts. I read it really quickly. But I also want to read Justice Sotomayor's or part of her dissent, where she said, quote, when he, the president, uses his official power in any way under the majority's reasoning, he now will be insulated from criminal prosecution. Or the Navy SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival, immune. Organizes the military coup, immune. Takes a bribe in exchange for a pardon, immune. So I'm citing the Supreme Court. The first 5 words were according to the Supreme Court.
Wait. You're saying the Supreme Court as a whole. This was one person, which is one of those people that probably voted nay against it. Yes, but you cannot say the Supreme Court as a whole. She is just one person.
Wait. The Supreme Court as a whole did rule that in a very specific circumstance.
That like they literally are throwing out like hundreds of cases.
No. What he's saying is that the Supreme Court as a whole made this determination. She, as a part of the Supreme Court, had a dissenting opinion, a disagreeing opinion with the majority rule.
That is exactly what I
So
just
this
said.
is this is the Supreme Court, a Supreme Court justice opinion.
So she
hold on.
Stop. I'm asking
Stop.
for clarification. She voted yay or nay. I'm asking.
Stop. She voted against it. She voted against
thank
it.
you.
So this is a justice. You would know this if you read the opinion. This is
I
a
did.
justice on the Supreme Court. No, you didn't.
I literally am clarifying with you though.
But if you read the opinion, you know that Sotomayor dissented. Anyway, so this is a Supreme Court justice dissenting, writing this in her dissent. And I said, and this is her evaluation of the majority's opinion. So I'm saying, according to the Supreme Court, based on this dissent from the Sotomayor, Biden could do X, Y, and Z. He could do this. He could do that. He has immunity right now. Where in that tweet, can you tell me, please, genuinely, where in that tweet did I advocate for any action to be taken?
To be honest, I don't have a copy of it myself, and I'm not looking at it. But
I'll read it again. You pause me when you hear me say something should be done or like advocating for it to be done. According to the Supreme Court, Biden can now send in SEAL Team 6 to take them all out. He could send in the military to take out Trump. He has immunity for official acts now.
When was her?
You have to be on TikTok Live or we can't hear you. If you go off the app, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
While we wait, make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already.
Oh. My bad.
And follow Parker as well. Go watch his recent on his video on his account right there.
Face.
When was her like dissent? When did that come out? Like when was
the
that
same
public?
day? The same day. Within hours.
Okay.
Like around. I think I posted my tweet at like 11 in the morning, and the dissent came out at 10 or something like that.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna.
So
argue with
no,
that.
but tell me in that tweet where I advocated for the president to be unalive.
No, I mean, you just clarified that for me, and that is why. I mean, like you said, we're here to educate and stuff. And I asked you, I wanted clarification as myself. Like I wanted clarification on your logic, but you just explained to me why you feel the way you do on that.
Yeah.
Because it was a quote, which I wasn't aware of. You taking context from that quote on your tweet until now. You referencing that. But
I mean, the context is literally the first 5 words. Literally, according to the Supreme Court, is the first 5 words. So I provided the context.
No, but I didn't see her quote, and that could be your interpretation of the ruling. So I'm sorry, no, I had no idea what you meant. You didn't put.
Well, yeah, even if it's my interpretation of the ruling, even if it's my interpretation of the ruling, I never advocated for it to be the case. Like I could interpret the ruling wrong, but I never said Biden should do this. I could say Biden should do X, Y, and Z right now, but I obviously don't believe that.
Everybody should go down to the White House and fucking raise hell.
He said we're going to go to the Capitol. He directed everybody to the Capitol. He knew they had weapons. He knew that there was going to be violence. The FBI and the Secret Service briefed him on the fact that there was going to be violence, and he had the rally anyway and directed them to the Capitol anyway. So, really? I mean, we have all this chatter and like group chats where people are saying like, yeah, we're going to raid the Capitol. And Donald Trump's like, yeah, head on down to the Capitol. Really? He knew. Come on.
Mm-hmm. No, but to be honest, I honestly, I just wanted the question on logic. I'm not going to go back and forth with you, but I really just wanted to ask you that. But
yeah, no problem.
Nope. Yeah, y'all have a good night.
All right. Thank you so much. You too. Appreciate it. Man.
Interesting.
Yeah, all right. If you're MAGA, let us know in the chat. We'll bring you up.
Also, tap that screen. Let's get to 2 million likes. We're just about there, everyone. We're just about there.
Jeez, 2 million likes, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, let us know. All right, we're gonna bring up this person. Hold on.
Rick, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much.
Yo, Rick, thank you for the $1 as well. I appreciate you.
It's about your DNZ payments.
Okay. Decline.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, are you MAGA?
Yeah, mega.
How old are you?
Mid-30s.
Okay. Why are you MAGA?
Just seeing what happened to, everything the last few years. It's kind of clear that we can't continue on with this current president.
Why do you say that?
I think it's just optics. I think he just looks weak, and I think that other forces around the world are taking advantage of it, and it's
really.
Yeah.
So can you give me an example? Like, do you not think that Iran took advantage of the United States when they struck American troops? 109 of them got traumatic brain injuries under Donald Trump. Do you not think that they took advantage of the United States when Iran attacked Saudi Arabian oil refineries, an ally of ours, and we didn't do anything about it? Or when the Kurds were slaughtered?
I mean, there's just as many, other sides of that coin as well. I mean, you have to just talk about the current state, right? And how do we move from this point forward?
Yeah,
right?
so
I mean, we can go back
can you give
and
me an
talk
example
about
of like
the 80s
Biden getting
and the
taken
90s,
advantage of?
but the bottom line is this guy is like lobotomized. I mean, he can't even.
Can you give me an example of Biden
Zelensky
getting taken?
Putin, right?
Can you give me an example of the United States getting taken advantage of under Joe Biden?
Let's see. That embarrassing exit from Afghanistan.
That was put into place by Donald Trump.
The U.S. is on autopilot.
That was the pullout from Afghanistan was put into place by Donald Trump. It was his agreement that Joe Biden was following.
Who was driving the car?
That's why it was messy.
Right.
That's
who
why
was
it was
driving
rough.
the car? I mean, you could.
It doesn't matter. Like if you have a really bad agreement, it doesn't just expire because a new president comes into office. So Joe Biden had to follow that bad agreement and go through with that.
No, that's not how it works.
That's literally how it works.
The thing is,
if the United States so then why doesn't like NATO or the Paris Climate Accord or the WHO expire with every new president?
There are certain things that you have to do as a leader. Okay, sometimes you have to break tradition. If at that exact state the resources were pulled out from Trump, and maybe there was a lack of transfer of information because he was salty and didn't want to exchange that information, right? Then you have to reassess the situation and realize that if you go forward with the current plan, it's not going to look good, and people are
except
die.
Except if we broke the plan, the United States would be at
it's called being a leader,
risk of
right? Being able to adapt to the current
if we
change
broke the
because
plan,
you're a leader, right?
If we broke the plan when Joe Biden got into office, the United States would be at significant risk for attack in Afghanistan. The Trump administration brought our troop presence down to 2,500, and if we would have broke the plan, the ceasefire with the Taliban would have expired, and they would have opened fire on American troops, putting those 2,500 in harm's way and having not enough American troops and resources there to defend ourselves.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I'm sure we can both agree that the exit was not great, right? Can we both agree?
It was not great because of the plan.
Okay, and you're not going to let Biden assume any of that responsibility, zero.
I think like it was messy. I think it's not like Biden. I think that there was like a top down kind of thing that contributed to it. But I think that the main driver of it was the Doha Accords.
Of the responsibility, and Biden should assume the other 50% for being
No,
ex-president?
I don't think that you can ever say that like in a pullout from a country that any one individual should get like 100% responsibility or even like above 50%.
Okay, so it's shared by both administrations then.
I think there's plenty of blame to go around. I don't even. Anyway, well, it doesn't.
I agree.
matter,
I agree with that.
Yeah. Thank you, Journey, for the VR goggles. I appreciate you. I think like if you care about like foreign policy and military presence and like strength around the world, Donald Trump would certainly not be the guy you vote for. Like he gives off like a macho persona where he says he's so strong, but his own national security advisors called him weak. They say that he's not fit to serve. We got taken advantage of under Donald Trump. It's like embarrassing.
Yeah, I just don't agree with that. I mean, he's up in age, and he got to that point in his life from experience, right? So he obviously knows how to deal with people, and I don't know the thing is, if you just look at, if you really want to know how somebody feels, get punched in the face and realize, like what you're made of. And what we saw happen yesterday, where he hopped up and put his fist in the air. I mean, the dude loves the country. Do you not think? Let me ask you this: do you think that Donald Trump, as much as you might not like him, do you think that he loves America?
Rick, thank you for the $1. Appreciate you.
What's that?
Not as much as he does himself.
I mean, is that quantifiable?
I'll be back.
I think that in a certain sense, it's just going to be totally based upon prior actions that we've seen them. So it is quantifiable within the sense that we say that he has plenty of other circumstances where he's put himself over the country. For example, he thinks that the border bill, that the border is an important issue, but at the same time, he wants Democrats not to look bad, so he blamed himself for the border bill not passing.
So, okay, so he loves himself. So let's just think about this for a second. You're a successful person. You're a multimillionaire. You're in your late 70s. And do you think if you truly love yourself, do you go and run to become a leader of a country with all of the stress?
If it means you not going to prison, if it means that you would benefit from the attention, yeah, you would.
Okay, and then if you do that and you come down the escalator and you maybe you don't agree with the way that things are, right? And you run for president, you get it for 4 years, and then you see the absolute vitriol and mudslinging that's happening. You would choose to do it again?
Well, because it's going to remove him from being able to get negatively impacted as it relates to like court cases.
Yeah, I don't see that being a thing. I think, I don't know. From what I can tell, it's lawfare, right?
Well, what evidence do you have that it is?
So who was the person that was brought in to prosecute during the this trial in New York?
Who was brought in to prosecute?
Yeah.
The prosecutor as it relates to which case in New York?
The one that he was just found guilty of 34 charges.
34 felonies? I'm not quite certain on who the prosecutor is.
Do you know you don't know who they brought in for that?
No, I'm not quite certain on the prosecutor. I think that case was beyond reasonable doubt. I have best reason to accept it.
I could tell you who, if you look into it.
You
don't know this information. It was a guy that was a federal level prosecutor. He took a demotion and a pay cut to come over into a state court.
What's their name?
And prosecute. I'm not sure. You have to look it up. So, from somebody
let me ask
who...
Harry. Harry probably knows. Because I think the chat is agreeing with me. Harry, the prosecutor for the convictions case, that was Bragg, right?
Yeah, Alvin Bragg. That's right.
Okay, that's right.
No, Alvin Bragg wasn't the prosecutor. They brought in...
Oh, no, yeah, he was the DA.
Right.
The prosecutor was, I think his name was Steinglass. They had another, his ADA Steinglass, and they had another woman. I forget her name.
What's his CV? Like, where did he come from, Steinglass?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, he was pulled in from a federal court. He took a pay cut. He was an appointed lawyer from Biden. So how does that look as far as optics for a lawyer to take a pay cut, go down the ladder into a local, state court, and prosecute the former president that previously 2 weeks ago was working for Biden? Like, how does that look? What am I supposed to...
I don't know if it was Steinglass. I don't know if that was the same guy, but yeah, there was a guy who worked at the DOJ. First of all, he came to work at the DOJ after or during the investigation. Like, he wasn't coming to prosecute Donald Trump. And also, he had worked at the Manhattan District Attorney's office before working at the DOJ. So he went up to work federally and then came back to state court, which is not all that uncommon. And the Manhattan DA's office is like the most prestigious district attorney's office in the country. There's no bigger DA office to be working in. And like, if you want to come back to Manhattan DA's office, work there a couple years, then go into private practice, that makes perfect sense. So I don't think there's anything
any shenanigans. You don't think Biden had anything to do with that? It was not.
No, but for definitely not. I think that like if Biden had shenanigans, there'd be a way better way to do it than taking like a random guy at the DOJ and sending him to the Manhattan DA's office. And on top of that, that would be a really bad way to get involved because you still have to win in front of a jury, right? So even if Biden handpicked a lawyer,
well,
that lawyer still has to go do it.
It's obviously not Biden though, right? It's it's the powers that be, right? The DNC.
No, the DNC doesn't control the Department of Justice. The DNC also doesn't control the Manhattan District Attorney's Office.
Well, they do. That's why they went after Hunter Biden, right?
Well, the many layers that exist, right? I mean, there doesn't have to be a formal conspiracy if everybody benefits, right? If there's a general momentum in, obviously, like incentives, right? There doesn't have to be doesn't have to be people that are actually drawing up these plans. These things just happen.
So there's a conspiracy in hiding? Oh, come on.
Yep, he believes that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we said the naughty C word, conspiracy. So let's discredit every other thought that I have, right? That's what I mean.
I didn't say any of that.
Forward with this country if we continue to put each other in buckets, right? There's a lot going on here.
I think you're overreacting. I'm asking if there was a conspiracy in hiding.
I'm not sure. I just know that it wasn't black and white. It's a very complex thing. So you have to look at it.
There's nothing complex about what we're talking about right now. There was no conspiracy. There was no direction by Joe Biden. There was no direction by anybody to indict Donald Trump.
The justice system, I think, is just false. I think there's a part
there's no weaponization. How is there weaponization? They convened a grand jury of average New Yorkers who listened to evidence for a period of around 6 weeks.
Because they've had Trump,
and then they handed down an indictment
for the last 3 years. And do you really think they haven't had him in court if he wasn't?
First of all, a lot of these cases. So for like with the E. Jean Carroll cases, the 2 cases that she's had, that has nothing to do with the Manhattan DA's office, the DOJ, or anything like that. That is that's a private citizen bringing a case against another private citizen.
They're trying their best to get him any which way, man. Like any which way.
How is that's a private citizen? Do you think that private citizen is also suddenly in on the conspiracy?
I think that there's money flowing everywhere, man. I mean,
do you have any evidence? Do you have a money trail?
It's not like you can't question it.
Do you have a money trail?
You can question it, but do you have evidence to substantiate it when it's questioned?
You have to just let you have to leave the evidence to the courts and the investigation. From what I've seen, it's
the answer is no, Parker. He doesn't have any evidence.
The only thing
you don't have any evidence for this, so you probably shouldn't allege some like massive conspiracy if you don't have any evidence for it. There's no evidence that the case with E. Jean Carroll was interfered with by anybody. That's a private citizen. The fraud case against him was brought by the Attorney General of New York. The district attorney case in New York was brought by the district attorney after a grand jury of average New Yorkers were brought, and then they had a jury selected by both Trump's lawyers and the prosecution. And all these other cases are in different districts. So, I mean, the case in Southern District of Florida is in a primarily conservative area.
And let me ask you this, Harry. Like, what have you ever been paid by any sort of DNC or anything like that?
Yes, I've been paid by Taylor Swift and Hunter Biden himself. In Girl Scout cookies. That's how they paid me.
In Girl Scout
peanut butter.
They were so
Are you serious?
They were so good. They were so good. No, I've never been paid by the DNC.
I mean, if you go to the FEC.gov and look at this thing called the Democratic Defense Action, your name shows up as receiving like $20,000 from them over the last couple of years.
Not $20,000. If you click into that, I did social media consulting for them back in 2022/2023.
Oh, so you have gotten paid by them. So what you
not
just said
not for content like this. No.
Did it ignite this channel?
Nope.
You see what
I started my
mean,
TikTok when I was 17 years old.
What is at the surface is maybe not as it seems.
I started my TikTok when I was 17 years old in 2020.
So I just want everybody to know that's listening to this chat that Harry has been paid for his social media.
You're not discovering something new. We've already been over this. Like everybody in the chat has already heard this.
What's owed to you, man. Go to the FEC.gov and go to data disbursements.
Hold on now. This has already been discussed about. It's Sisson, by the way. This has already been discussed about extensively in this live, right? It's already been discussed about extensively in this live, and we just told you it has nothing to do with my.
You should be forthcoming with it then.
And we've already talked.
You got Taylor Swift.
Maybe you shouldn't keep interrupting me. So we've already talked about it in this live, and I just told you that I consulted for a group that I agree with back in 2022 and 2023.
What kind of network
connections
had
nothing to do. Hold on now. If you would stop interrupting, I would actually be able to explain.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no problem.
My bad.
So I consulted for them. It had nothing to do with my social media pages, but since I do social media, they're going to bring in somebody who does social media to consult with them about social media, right? So that kind of makes sense. So it had nothing to do with my page, and also it'd be really interesting to me if I was getting paid less than 20 grand for this page being active for 4+ years. So that's my explanation for you.
So when the next time somebody asks you if you've been paid by the DNC, then I would be a little bit more forthcoming and say, you know what, in a previous life, yes, I received.
It's not the DNC.
Okay, what is this thing called?
Life, yes.
This is an unaffiliated
Democratic Defense Action. What can you explain that to me?
That's not the DNC. This is an entirely independent group.
Alt Blue or whatever. What is this? Do you know what it is? Is it like a campaign?
Yeah, I know what they are. I'm fucking consulting for them. Yeah, so but they're not the DNC.
What do they do? Why is it called Democratic Defense Action?
Just because it has the word democratic. You know, like democratic doesn't just mean the Democratic Party. It means like democratic as in democracy. I don't know if you know about that. There's like two different
He doesn't.
definitions of democratic in the United States.
Sorry. Yeah. No, it's called Democracy Defense Action.
Yeah.
So what does the defense of democracy mean?
It's going to be a liberal group that
It's
obviously
it's a left-leaning group.
Okay, so what do they typically distribute funds to?
I don't work for them. I consulted for them. I don't know what they distribute.
What did you do while you were?
I can't talk about that.
Oh, okay. It's top secret. My bad.
Well,
All
it's
right,
just it's just out of respect for that work.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks a lot for your time, guys.
Yeah, no problem. You have a rest of your night.
You too.
They really want you to be paid.
They really want me to be paid. They really want me to be paid. It's crazy, man.
It's amazing. I love it so much.
All right, if you're MAGA, let us know in the chat. Oh, look at this person. I'll bring them up. They're saying they need to come up. They're going to bed. So let's give them an opportunity. Venmo, Cash App in the link in bio for both Parker and I. If you want to support, drop a follow here if you haven't already. We do these lives all of the time. It would mean a lot. Also follow Parker and watch his most recent video on this page right here, the second one up. He's at a MAGA rally debunking them. It's fun. I would recommend it. All right. Hello, are you MAGA?
I am middle of the road, but I had something I wanted to say to you and Parker. Number one, I'm an old lady, so be kind to me. Don't make me cry. But you are so incredibly intelligent. When I think of myself at 21, just couldn't even barely argue about a cheeseburger type. But anyway, and I wanted to say you're incredibly intelligent. You're very charismatic, and you have a lot to give to people. My only advice to you is to not laugh so much at people when you disagree with them, because they can, everybody can see when somebody's batshit crazy, right?
Yeah.
So that's my first thing. Parker, I don't know you, but I just want to say one thing in your defense. When everybody was talking about you couldn't even get your dad to agree with you, I just want to say, as a mother and a child, no one agrees with their parents about any topic. So I just wanted to give that to you there. So just because you can't sway your father one way does not mean that you're not, that it doesn't mean it negates what you think and feel. So, but back to Harry. I do have one small question for you. And I just want to know, because I'm a libertarian. I can go either way. I'm on the fence most of the time. But my question to you is, when we were talking, or when you were talking earlier about the shooter being registered as Republican.
That's right.
I just want you to hear my question and answer it as honestly as you can, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because these are the thoughts in my head. What if he registered Republican to throw people off his trail, number one? Or what if he changed sides? Because it really doesn't make any sense in any capacity that somebody is a supporter and then shoots that person.
Yeah, you remember, you know how John Lennon died?
Doesn't mean he's a supporter.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say that. Unless you're thinking of it from a celebrity angle, because a lot of celebrities have been killed by fans.
I won't speculate too much as to who and what he believed. Like, he was a registered Republican. Right. His classmates said that he was conservative in class when they had political discussions. However, I always advocate for waiting for official confirmation from the FBI and stuff like that as to a possible motive. They have his phone. They're trying to get it open right now and search it. And they're doing all that good work. So I'm sure we're going to learn more about what his affiliation is. I do think it's entirely possible that he was a Republican. He was just insane, just so crazy to the point where he felt like he had to go after Trump or something. I have no idea. I'm open to any possibility. As I said, I think we should all wait for federal investigators.
Well,
on this
you
stuff.
did clear that up with me because I didn't consider the possibility of a fanatic per se.
Yeah.
Until, yes, there have been a lot of celebrities. I followed you a lot, and the reason I followed you a lot is because a lot of times you make sense to me. Even though, don't get that smile up too big yet. Even though I've disagreed with a lot of things, your post the last couple days, you gained some respect for me because you looked sincerely genuine when you said, "I cannot believe this happened."
Yeah.
And because I have a post on my page that is for both sides, and it basically, and it's gotten me more views than anything else. But anyway, basically, it's an open letter saying there is something seriously wrong with you if you are going to say the shooter shouldn't have missed. And if this happened to Biden, I don't care what anybody else thinks, but if this happened to Biden, I would have the same shock and bewilderment that this happened. You know, Kennedy was before my time. Reagan, I was only a little bit old enough to understand. But to think that people literally wished him dead. I'm not a big fan of Biden, and my biggest thing with Biden is I believe that he's sick and somebody needs to attend to that. I'm not saying that he cannot be a president. I'm saying that the man is tired and he mumbles, and that, you know, I don't think people should make fun of that. I find that
Disagree, but agree to disagree.
Right. But I find it horrible to make fun of somebody in a public spotlight.
Sure.
And again, where Trump is concerned, people saying that they shouldn't have missed it, it's deplorable. It really, truly is. And I did gain respect from you when you posted that. And
thank you.
I just wanted to point that out. And I also wanted to point out to Parker, everybody disagrees with their parents and vice versa. So
yeah, I actually have a question for you. What state are you voting in?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Someone said you were a Green Bay Packers fan. I was like, oh my god, if you're voting in like Wisconsin, then we have to chat further.
Well, I am a Green Bay Packers fan. Okay. Even though my brother worked for the Ravens as a coach for years, I'm a Green Bay Packers.
Pretty cool.
But was born and raised here. So, but yeah, I am Green Bay
there.
Packers.
Family tension.
So don't talk bad about my Packers.
Oh, no, never. Listen, I appreciate everything you said this evening. And I appreciate the kind words as well, and the constructive criticism. It's always you always take constructive criticism.
Well,
so
each time I watch, I get a little bit more that way. So, because you make a lot of sense. Just stop making fun of people.
We'll do our best.
Because they're eating that up.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you.
Holy shit, Fern! Thank you for the $100 on Venmo. Can we get some W's for Fern? At least 100 W's in the comment section right now. Holy
Let's
shit!
go.
They said thanks for speaking truth to counter all the misinformation and ignorance out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Fern. I appreciate it. I thank you for supporting me so that I can come on here and do this every day. Because I really don't know what I would be doing if I was not doing this. So, W Fern in the chat. W Fern.
Yeah, no, seriously. Lithium, thank you for the $1 as well. I appreciate you. Yeah, all right. Ethan, are you there? Are you MAGA?
Bop. Yep.
How old are you?
I'm 27. 27.
Okay, why are you MAGA?
So I grew up in a conservative household, and during he paused me.
No, I can hear you.
My bad. Right,
no worries. And during my first job back in 2015, about just delivering pizza and stuff, the economy seemed pretty good, and all that stuff, blah blah blah. That MAGA. I only say that I'm MAGA to get into the chat and talk to you and have a debate so we can actually talk.
Are you not actually MAGA?
Well, I mean, what is MAGA? What is that? Make America
Trump
great
supporter.
again is what
Are you voting Trump?
Sure. I mean, after
or yes?
Yes. Yeah. So what I saw in the response to yesterday was a lot of people, and it doesn't seem to be the Republicans. It seems to be Democratic supporters saying, "Oh my God, he missed," and kind of like after kind of the same response of after Trump won the first time, kind of crying and having a ludicrous type of reaction to what was going on. And that's so weird. Like this dude, like yeah, he is he's done some pretty bad things, but he's a father. He was our president. And I'm not I'm not a nationalist. Like I love the US, but
We're
I'm
not
not
arguing that. Here's my question: Is what's the point of bringing this up when we've, thoroughly condemned that?
well, because Joe Biden is quoted saying that it's time to put
Oh
Trump
my
in the
gosh, it's the
bullseye.
same
No?
thing.
All
Okay,
right,
okay,
let me
no,
read you the.
no, we won't talk about that. Okay, so
No,
No,
because
we
no,
want to
I'm
clarify that. Yeah.
yeah. So this is like a lot, like a huge piece of misinformation that's going around. Biden said that in a private call with donors, and it had nothing to do with like hurting Donald Trump. It was after the debate, and Biden was saying, "Yeah, let's stop the infighting in the Democratic Party." And then turn our attention on Donald Trump, aka like put him in the bullseye, like focus on him electorally, not me. He said, quote, "I have one job, and that's to beat Donald Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. So we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in the bullseye."
okay, well, I'll concede to that. I'll agree with you on that. Can we both agree that it's a poor choice of words, no matter what? Like, I mean, like even like just it's just a,
I mean,
it is a,
sure, but
I
I don't really see the issue with it.
would you want to say that
I don't
to
even
If
someone?
I don't
Trump
even like
said that, you wouldn't
disagree.
question it.
I also don't even
No,
disagree
so
that
that's
it's like a
That's
poor.
the thing, though. That's the thing, though. Like, if Trump did say that, I would question that because I'm not
I
like a diehard Trump supporter. I will be voting for him as like trends continue to go as they are, because I like being on the winning side of history. I like seeing.
What?
Well,
Would you
so
voted for Mustache Man in World War II?
Yeah, if the Nazis
well,
were
I
winning.
wasn't alive in World War II. I don't. I
Okay,
wasn't.
if you were alive in World War II.
Well, is Mustache Man Hitler?
Yeah.
Yes.
How
Yes.
would I how would I vote for Hitler if I was American?
If you were
Oh my
alive
God.
and
Okay.
you were in that time period.
Yeah, if you were alive and lived in Germany.
Okay, so let's talk about hypotheticals, even though we don't want to talk about quotes from Biden. We'll talk about hypotheticals. We'll talk about
We
how I
did
was
talk
born
about
Okay,
in
yeah.
that.
So
Germany and
answer
World
the
War II era.
hypothetical. Would you vote for Mustache Man?
Why would that even be a question? Like, why you think I would be for
Bro,
the
answer
killing?
the question, bro. If you lived in, you said you want to vote for the person who's going to be on the winning side. So if you lived in World War II
This is
Germany,
a poor
would you vote for
debating. This is a
Mustache Man?
poor debating. This is a
What?
Bro,
poor.
this is the
It's a
poor
easiest
consistency
debating.
question
test.
ever.
Yeah, that's why it's a no. It's the most ludicrous question
It's
like
the
It's
ever.
called a reductio ad absurdum.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would I? Okay, so no, I would not be
Okay, so
for
then
the
why are
mass
you
extinction of a lot of people. I would not be
then
for.
what's this whole like I only want to vote for the winning side? What?
Well, so Trump just got shot at. He like people want to kill him, and then the reaction from people
People want to
around.
do the same to Joe Biden.
By the way, this is extremely. We're lucky to be around a similar age to be talking about this. How old are you guys? Like 24?
22.
21.
22? 20. So you guys were born. One of you was born after 9/11, and
Both of us were born after 9/11.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I was born right before. Like I did not experience it. Like I was a baby. But what I'm saying is, you said that they won't. You were talking to someone else, and you said we won't be talking about it in a few weeks, referring to
Yeah.
what happened
Yeah.
yesterday. Why? Like this is one of the biggest events.
So much shit is going on. I meant like
this is one of
he
the
means
biggest
like the
events.
typical debate conversation about like Trump versus Biden. We're not going to be referencing that much.
But
it's
see,
not
like
gonna be
that's an unbelievable take. That's a very hot take. Just because
Watch.
this is one of the biggest events in U.S. history that at least
It's
I've
obviously
ever
going to
been
be
alive
talked
for.
about, but not in the debates.
Yeah,
I
that's what we're
don't think it's
referencing.
gonna
We're
be brought
referencing
up
the
of
debates.
like.
Wait, so
I don't even think Trump is going to bring it up and be like, "Oh, Joe Biden tried to kill me." Like what?
Well, that the photos of him are going to be used over and over again. So the imagery, the videos, those are not going away. and it just happened. Dude. It just happened.
Yeah, I said like,
and we're
yeah,
having,
it's you're arguing against something I didn't argue. I don't know what you're doing right now.
Well, so
like I have no doubt that this
So
obviously this is a very significant moment in American history. Just like the conviction of Donald Trump was a very significant moment in history, right? It had like very consequential. It's a first in a lot of ways. So I think that is still incredibly significant. But as time goes on, I just don't think people will be talking about it all that much in terms of the presidential election and in debates like these. That's all. I think it's incredibly consequential. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's move away from that. And by the way, you guys, like, I'm around your age. Like, I have a lot of the same beliefs as you guys. Like, I'm socially progressive. Like, I have a bunch of women in my life that I love a lot. I live in a Democratic state.
What state are you voting in?
Connecticut. So, but I've lived in Republican states before in my life too, and people in Republican states are happier, and in post-COVID too. Like I lived in Colorado, I lived in Utah for a little bit. These places that are run by conservative small businesses that I don't know. These are just massive statements, and it gets really complex. But when I look at Connecticut and the governor here, and the cities and some of the lifestyles that are being chosen, other than like the legalization of weed, which by the way, Trump is not against the legalization of weed. He has very much helped bills get passed when he was president, when that was going on, which is cool. I don't know. I'm talking in circles. Let's get back to something cooler to talk about. But what do you guys feel about the Democrats losing right now? Like, what will make that change? Like what will help Biden get ahead?
I think things are really starting to kick off now in the election. Like spending's actually starting to happen. I think like now is go time. And I think that as more spending happens, and more of the swing states are being hit with ads and things like that, and more volunteers are out there knocking doors and people are making more calls, I think that it'll eventually turn for Biden. I don't think Biden's going to like blow Trump out. I don't think he's going to win like 39 states. I think the election's always going to be close, but I think Biden wins. I think like I believe in the American people to make the right decision. I believe the American people won't elect a convicted felon.
What I'm looking for, I mean, you're a little bit younger than me, but I believe that your education, your CV, I mean, I don't care if you got paid by a liberal, like that doesn't, no, seriously, like that, no, dude, no, like that prepares you for your future, like for like the work in the future that you want to do. And, this election will, it's not going to make or break your career in politics. It's literally just a part of the resume. And, what I'm looking for
well, I wish I got paid, but anyway, continue.
Well,
Where's that money?
I mean, dude, you probably got ripped off. I'm, you probably got underpaid. You probably.
No, I know I haven't gotten paid at all for this. Like I do this because I like it.
No.
So.
But the last guy you were talking to said, I don't even remember the entity, but
it was consulting. It has nothing to do with, anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not. It has nothing to do with this page right here.
And you know what? That is from your mouth, and I believe you, and I think everybody should believe you. The conspiracy theorists, Republicans that are saying that the Democrats put the hit out on Donald yesterday,
yeah.
but 9/11 is an inside job or whatever. All the conspiracy theorists that are not believing your word are never going to believe your word, and that doesn't matter. They're irrelevant. But to the people like that are in our generation, like the younger kids that are leaning right, or maybe to the center that are listening in just to hear you guys talk. I was listening to Parker yesterday, and Dean, his buddy, super educated, super well spoken. I just think that you guys have a really good position to advance your careers and talk about politics in the way that the future, is going to be. I think that you are the leaders, moving forward. I think that there's going to be a big wealth transfer, coming up as, our grandparents, the golden generation is, kind of aging out. I think that, having civil discussion is important. I just like to come out here and talk for the attention. That's the narcissism in me. And when I say MAGA and oh, I want to be on the right side of history, I'm wrong a lot. I'm incorrect on a lot of things. So if I'm on here arguing on Trump, saying I want to be on the right side of history, I could be very much wrong in 2 years. Is what I'm saying.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows. But
I think we do.
I think we do. Yeah, I think we do know. But anyway.
What? Who knows? Wait.
No,
What do you
I think we
mean?
know.
What are you inferring?
I think we know who's on the right side of history and who's not. I think Joe Biden and the Democrats are on the right side of history, and Trump and the Republicans are not. And people who vote for Trump and enable that is probably not on the right side of history as well.
That's what I've thought, but it's been such a struggle for the U.S. recently. It's I don't even. I mean, well, and
really hasn't.
But someone just shot.
What was caused
Donald Trump. Someone
by
just
Biden?
Shot
How was that caused by Biden, though?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that some civilian, some sick, mentally ill person, took a shot at Biden, and we don't know, who's on the right side of this history moment.
I think, yeah, that's one individual act from a lunatic.
Political
it has nothing
political
to do with,
violence has never fared well for anybody.
Yeah, I don't think that's why everybody condemns it, right? I think it's a terrible thing, but that doesn't mean that it's has anything to do with Joe Biden being president. At the end of the day, this tragedy, this awful event, does not change the fact that Donald Trump is a terrible person. It doesn't change his policy. It doesn't suddenly give him leadership skills, suddenly make him intelligent, suddenly make him knowledgeable in policy. It doesn't change any of that stuff. He's still Donald Trump at the end of the day. So I would never wish anything like this on him, but it doesn't mean he should be president. And
yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I think people are mentioning me in the comments saying I'm just here to argue, which is the case. Man. So I'll let you.
What this platform's about, but
yeah, we do that every night. But all right, man. Well, I guess we'll leave it there.
It was nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, Peace. Likewise, man. I appreciate you coming up. Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna wrap up the live. My phone's about to die. It's on less than 10%.
All right, bro. Have a good night. It was fun coming up, everyone. Have a fantastic night, everyone.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Parker.
Sleeps well. Peace out, everyone.
Have a good rest of your night, bro. Peace. Shout out Parker. Shout out everybody that came here. Lithium, thank you for the $1 on Cash App. I appreciate you. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Lorraine, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying I've been a Republican since 1987, active in politics that long. I wish I was as wise as you, Harry, at 22. Thanks to my liberal daughter, I'm now liberal supporting you. Ooh, say thank you to your liberal daughter for putting in the work and getting you, as we just talked about, on the right side of history. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between, thank you guys so much for being here. Look, I'm going to make a video tomorrow responding to people who say I am culpable for what happened to Trump. So if you see any of those videos, don't be afraid to shoot me a link or shoot me a text on Instagram of a specific video you want me to stitch. I'm going to be releasing one tomorrow or hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, if you see a video where someone's specifically blaming me, feel free to send it my way in some capacity. Anyway, listen, everybody, I'm wrapping it up here. Make sure to follow here on TikTok. I do these lives virtually every night. And I would, of course, encourage you to follow Parker at Parker Get a Job. That's his username on TikTok here. So follow on TikTok. I also post on every social media platform. I post on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. I posted 3 YouTube videos today. It would mean a lot if you go to my bio and subscribe to the YouTube. I post on Twitter. I post on Instagram. All of those links are in my bio. Please do me a favor and go over there and follow or subscribe, whatever the platform is. It means a lot. It helps a lot. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Tomorrow's a Monday. It's a new week. So reset, get back into the groove of things. If you're still on summer break, then enjoy your Monday. Sleep in, eat some good food, see some people you love and care about. If you have work or something tomorrow, maybe you're still in school, taking some summer classes, make sure you have a great day tomorrow. Be super productive. You got it. I believe in you. But regardless of what your day consists of tomorrow, just take care of yourselves, all right? Drink some water, eat some good food, do all that good stuff. And hey, even if you're a Republican, you disagree with me, take care of yourself still. We want the best for you, all right? All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you, and we will talk soon, all right? All right, bye, everybody.
It was getting rid of that.
Yeah, but that's not what happened.